Welcome back, Spelljammers, to episode 2 of Light of Xaryxis. This is where you all applaud, and everybody
Yay!
cheers,
Woohoo!
and we have lots of excitement in the air. No, let's see here.
Followed by a pregnant silence. Ooh.
We will start the night as we start every night. The party starts off with inspiration. Open up your character sheets, and up by the image there, inspire yourself. Light that up.
I am inspired.
Riku, we might still need to add your weapon. I'll get that handled here before we get into anything too serious.
Okay.
The rest of you, I think you are pretty all set on your character sheets, yes?
Looks good to me.
Cool. Let me update Riku really quick here. Alright, all set. Welcome back, everyone. We start the night as we start every night with a recap. Let me give you ownership of Riku really quick. I see that you don't have that. And then we're going to be doing an introduction of Dub's character, Riku, here. And we also have a fifth member who's not here with us, but if they jump in, we'll do their intro. If not, we'll do that next week and get them introduced. But for today, we'll start off with Riku's intro and then get into where we left off. Before we do that, before you give me a full recap, I actually have a little thing to read.
Uh-oh.
Driven from a coastal settlement by gigantic crystalline vines, astral blights, and earthquakes, the characters secured passage aboard the Moon Dancer, a galleon under the command of Captain Elena Sartell. The ship then rocketed into space. And with that, you guys can give me a recap of how we got there. 1d20 from everybody that was there. So not you, Riku, but from Morris, Reed, and Enos. A 2. Reed, if you'd be so kind.
Oh, it's me? Okay.
And
I can't
this
tell
would not be
because
through Reed's eyes, as some of it is other people's stories and whatnot. You don't got to go into too much detail, but as much as you would like to recap for us of last week and how we got here, at least certainly after the intros.
Okay. So we got to see a bit of a backstory of everyone's intro, starting, I believe, with a certain monkey folk.
Simian fellow.
Yes, Hadozi, however you pronounce Z, and their family, who are a bunch of chain smokers, and who love to eat bugs, which they are proud of, and basically,
Is a valid source of food?
yes, right, good amount of protein. Never.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, and plentiful and nearby. It's like having a shop in your fur.
And basically coming of age for said Hadazi, being able to go on a journey through space with the astral elves, to which that they have some sort of agreement slash pact slash we work with you kind of deal. And apparently also protecting some sort of very ancient, powerful acorn.
The ancient, powerful acorn. Indeed. That was Enos and his introduction.
Yes, and he went aboard the vessel of astral elves amid some plasmoids that didn't seem to be too happy to be there, and may have uncovered some information about a certain plot, which we will see later. We also got introduced to Reed, my character. Yay, he's a little turtle dude who is constantly under training by his grandfather. And always like a sheltered boyo. Your practiced nerd. and living among pirates on the planet Garden, where a giant tree known as Yggdrasil's Child is located. And it was attacked slash upended by some strange crystalline plant-like creatures jutting out through the earth and terrain, destroying homes and ships and killing Reed's grandfather, or at least penetrating his shell. We don't know if he's dead. He may have been dead a long time ago, considering how old he is.
Just hadn't stopped moving yet.
Yeah, it's just, he's late to the party. And before leaving on a vessel that was dictated by his parents, picking up a branch of Yggdrasil known as Yggdrasil, and upon touching it, being teleported to another planet, Toril, in a forest, just instantaneously. And then we got an introduction to a certain bugbear who is quite priestly slash knightly slash very much in the cold and dealing with some brigands and really just rude people. And
Squatters, basically, I think is a good word for what they were doing.
They were also maybe beheading his own kin and throwing their heads in front of him jestingly, which is, again, rude.
Rude, they're just tactless.
Yeah, and he pretty much was protecting that village within the mountaintops. Very, very cold. Within kind of like a temple, or was it an inn? I can't remember exactly. And was there with one of his
of Ilmater, a holy temple.
Yes, one of his cohorts, who was like, I'm done. I'm gonna retire. You take my weapon. Bye. And got a bit of an understanding that this bugbear boy is quite, I guess, proud.
Virtuous.
Like quite, he enjoys his work. And all three dedicated, that's the right word. Yes, all three of us eventually made our way, or made ourselves available at Waterdeep, wonderful Waterdeep, which looks much bigger now with a new map.
The City of Splendor.
Yes. Where the City of Splendor is now the City of Splinters, as multiple, as pretty much what happened on Reed's planet happened to Waterdeep and to Toril, where this giant crystalline object was growing in the planet itself, creating giant crystalline vines, summoning multiple unending supplies of blights, killing people and draining the world in order to bear a certain fruit. So we fled with a sea captain pirate lady on her boat, which is a Spelljammer, and escaped the planet. And within mere hours, the planet itself seems to be completely, well, eaten up, pretty much, completely subdued. And we may have a lot of stowaways, to which maybe too many, and are heading to basically our first pit stop to be like, hey, shove off, we can't feed you all. And this ship has a flump, and it's the captain. It's the Spelljammer. He's a flump. It's so cool. Oh man, I just wanna. He's got tentacles. He speaks to my mind.
Just to clarify one little thing at the end there. You guys are also stowaways.
Yeah, well, we're stowaways
We were
with.
invited on the ship by the captain.
We're capable
Yeah, no,
stowaways.
And
you
she
were
was like, "Hey,
invited by the captain, but I
I'm
mean,
going to my ship.
you
Let's
know,
like, if you
you're
want to
not
save
like
yourself."
you're not like paid crew of the Moon Dancer or anything. You're
Ah, not yet. Not
survivors
yet.
of Torgal,
Hmm.
Refugees.
refugees. Yes.
Yeah, we helped.
But with that, we go up and away into space.
Up, up. Whoosh.
The flump, of course, on the ship and the ship's captain, Flapjack. Well, we're heading to the Rock of Brow. Should be there any time. But before you all could make it, a great shadow falls over you. You look up to see a mighty galleon. Oh, no, I'm sorry, not that. Not a galleon.
Oh, yeah.
It's at the bottom here. Here it is. The ship slows as another vessel comes into view, approaching the Moon Dancer from astern. The pursuing vessel looks like a giant moth with wings made of iridescent crystal. Similar color and luster to the crystalline vines that ravaged your world. You can just make out figures on the other vessel's deck, scrambling to arm the ship's mangonels. Astral elves, curses Captain Sortel, and they don't look friendly. Be ready. Best ready yourselves for a fight. And we move to the scene we left off on.
Hmm.
In which the party has a good distance on the elves here. They are a bit out in the distance. And you all saw this coming from far away, a large ship. But before we engage in combat with the ship, you see somebody run out onto deck, ready to fight by your side. And we're about to do an intro for them. So before we get into too much, we can start with just a description of what Riku looks like. Dubs, if you'd be so kind. Tell us what your character looks like. Just a visual appearance as he runs out onto deck.
You're muted.
Okay. Um, he is a what was it? A half elf, Asmar.
Indeed.
Um, just kind of how like his like the picture is. He's wearing pretty much kind of like that, the same thing. Um, he has white hair. His eyes doesn't go like that. All the time. Um, his eyes are kind of like a hazel color. Um, he's kind of, you can say he's tall, kind of taller than normal. Um, he looks like he's very what's the word? Uh, mean. And very like just like terrifying kind of. Like because he kind of towers over people. But he is very very nice to people when he meets them. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much.
Very cool.
So a
And-
gentle giant.
We join... Sorry, I think you have your old token on here with the previous name. Let me drop this with the new one. We join Riku in a world far away. A planet known as Luther. A distant planet that was saved a long time ago by an ancient hero from an army of darkness. But that It's a tale told to you through stories, through, childhood fables. Nothing more. You, Luther, are the young son of who's kind of known as a hero, or Riku, on the planet Luther. Erevan Stormbringer, your father. And your mother, Serafina, an elven woman, native to the planet. They, together, are known somewhat of heroes of the planet, protecting and defending it, often far too busy to help raise you and the twins, Orion and Aurora, your younger brother and sister. The art, not great. Aurora, a girl, Orion, a boy. But you have two twin siblings that you often have to look after. But that time is finally coming to pass as they're growing up and you're moving on with your life, going to university, going to study. And you join Luther in the Astral Nexus Academy. Situated in the heart of the city, Luther, the Academy is an architectural marvel. You can see it's adorned with celestial motifs and infused with magical wards of protection. This city is far more advanced than what most of you are used to. There are flying transports moving people about. Magic is a common day practice, and the city is protected through different defense systems. It's a safe place, a busy place, and a packed place to live. As you make your way into university for one of the first few years here, you've been studying under the teachings of Professor Thaddeus Everbright. And he has taught you fairly well over the last few years. But despite that, you still yearn for more, for adventure beyond. Your parents stopping in every once in a while, but not too often. They find themselves quite busy, either with politics or with defending the city or adventuring. As a normal day at the university kind of starts to pass, you notice something in the sky. It looks like the defense system, something you don't often see, has triggered. You see lights kind of just shooting and jetting out. You see what looks like one of the largest defense ships the city has take to the sky. Something you've never witnessed in your time on Luther. It's never been needed. The crowd in front of the university begins to gather. Professor Thaddeus comes out and you find yourself standing next to him, looking up at the same time. What's that? That's not good. Riku.
Yes,
There you
Professor.
are. Do you know what's going on?
No, I just seen this ship come out of nowhere.
You see flying beneath the ship your two parents.
Mother, father, what are they
They
doing?
soar to the sky as other ships begin to come in and a battle ensues. You see laser beams and lights shooting from the ships, explosions. One of those large crystalline star moths crashes into the university. Students begin to scatter. The professor looks to you. We should run. We should take cover. This isn't good. As you begin to run, you feel the earth rumble beneath your feet. The university's building begins to topple. The safety of the city shaken. Professor Thaddeus looks and says, There's no time. We have to find a way to the escape pods. Quickly, to the docks. Everyone, to the docks! He begins to shout to the students. Make way! He tries to find some order in the chaos. Riku, the docks, opposite of the direction to your home. Your brother, your sister, home alone right now.
I need to go find my brother and sister. I just can't leave them.
Professor Thaddeus looks to you for 1 second as he's rushing a large group of students away. He says, There's no time, Riku. We've got to take to the docks. There's only so many escape pods. This city's in panic. Quickly! And he rushes away. Most of your students and friends rush with him.
I just can't leave my siblings. I have to go after them.
You rush home. As you make your way back towards your home, the fight in the sky becomes quite a mess. Smoke begins to fill the area. The defense system, a large crystalline beacon above the city, shatters. The barrier falls. You then see these large green crystals jet into the ground. As you run into your home, you see your two siblings taking cover. They look terrified. Orion just looks up and shouts, Riku! What's going on? Where's Dad?
They're out there fighting. I don't know who, but we need to leave.
Aurora runs over and just grabs onto your leg. Riku takes your hand as the three of you run. The earth shakes once more. Give me a dexterity save, Riku, as you rush through the destroyed and earthquaked city. Dirty 20. The path out of your home is simple enough. The house has not collapsed yet. This area has not been touched. But as you're making your way out, the ground erupts as a large root sprouts out from below, and it almost swipes down and crushes the twins. But you pull them both out of safety and run up over the root and over the broken gravel and leap over a gap, getting them to safety down to the other side, rushing past the city towards the docks. You see all of what looks like remaining escape pods are already ejecting from the city. Vessels of light just shooting off into the distance. The crowd, far too big to get through. And as you're looking, another root sprouts out from the crowd, and astral blights, these yellowish vine-like creatures, begin to wither and drain different folk that they are able to grab. Others scatter and run for their lives. You find yourself running once more in a different direction. Before you have enough time to even know where to go, you see something once more from the sky. As your father descends. He lands in front of you, floating, his hair billowing in the wind. Riku! Good. You got the family. Get them to safety. We've got an escape pod. It's in storage. And he points you in a direction. The city's under attack by astral elves. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something to the planet. We've got to evacuate. He stops for a moment, and he reaches into his bag. He pulls out this small, ornate platinum chest, and he unlocks it. And he pulls out a gun. And he says, I was not going to give this to you until you graduated. But there's no time for that. This is the holy weapon of Ariel, the saviors of our planet. This blessed weapon will find you safety and strength. Take it. Protect your siblings. I'll find you wherever this may take you. Locate the nearest safe planet and just dock it. We'll locate you there as soon as we can. Do not look back. The astral enemy is vast. Dozens of ships. We've no chance to fight them. I have to save everyone I can. Your mother's still in the fray. Go. Bring your brother and sister to safety. I believe the nearest planet is Toral. Best of luck. As he sends you off with this, what looks like a futuristic laser blaster.
Hand slap blaster.
You sheath it on your waist, grab your siblings, and rush to the escape pod. The final escape pod shooting out from Luther before you see the entire city fall as vines erupt. Riku. The planet looks destroyed as you look back. Your siblings
homes.
cry as they grab onto you and look for comfort. And the quiet of space settles in. You drift for a while. A few weeks pass. There's rations in the escape pod. Before, eventually, you come into view of a sight that you weren't hoping for. The planet you're about to head into is also under attack. As your ship crashes into Toral, near Waterdeep, you find yourself in the immediate same situation. Astral elves assaulting the planet, vines sprouting up. You rush to the docks, and you too find yourself aboard a different ship, the Moon Dancer. They were taking civilians. It was the only one you could get on in time. Your brother and sister with you. You got into the cargo hold with about 60 other people. And as you take back into space, you step out onto the dock, only to be faced with the elves' ships directly in front. And this is where we roll initiative, everybody.
Oh, straight to it.
And let's see here. The astral elves, the dark star, is how far away should it be exactly? Let's just make sure.
I think it was a little over 1,000 feet.
Oh, I forgot to address this in the week
Go ahead.
because we realized my guy's got like 10 AC. I hadn't like addressed my AC in any way. Two, I was wondering if you'd let me switch out. I was wondering if you'd let me switch out one of my first level spells for mage armor, because it's going to be absolutely necessary. If you can do that on my sheet, that would be
Sure.
awesome.
You can get mage armor. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that 1 HP encounter.
Yeah, exactly. I was like,
Okay, so as you
floated
guys
away
get
with one hit
onto the
point.
deck, Sartell shouts, "Flapjack, get as close as you can as quickly as possible. If we stay at a distance, they'll shoot us down. We can't outrun them. Star moths are much quicker."
She is not wrong. We'd be wise to listen to her.
And with
If we
that,
get close enough, I can blind them and disable their ranged attacks.
if they attack, we'll do what we must. Just be ready. And let
Be
me-
warned. Be warned. These elves are kind of dicks.
Well, yeah, considering they probably the reason my planet is gone.
And mine, and that one. Who knows how many others?
Now, as we get into this, we are going to roll here. We have, of course, our first ship-to-ship combat. It's a pretty simple one, but we're going to go ahead and get into ship-to-ship combat rules, which I'm also going to share with you guys in general chat as well. We're not going to do the updated rules right now. We're going to do that when we build our own ship in the future. For right now, we're just going to do the basic rules. These mostly follow the same rules as ship rules in, what is it? Ghost of Saltmarsh? Yeah, that campaign. But for the most part, that's what you're going to be dealing with here, but not right away. So let's just see. They are 1,000 feet away? I think that's fine. The ship turns around, the Moondancer does, and begins to head directly towards the Star Moth to avoid potential damage. We're not gonna roll the crew in, Travis's crew, unless we get into hand-to-hand combat, because they're useless. We're gonna roll all of you in, Flapjack and Captain Sartell, and Flapjack moves his ship, and then on the Astral Elf ship, they have 4 people, and then they have a crew of plasmoids.
How long has it been since we got off Toro?
We got a short rest.
It's been like an hour.
An hour.
Okay, so then Gift of Alacrity would still be up then?
How long does it last?
8 hours.
Yeah, for sure. And Enos, let me update you. You did your spells already?
I did the spell, yeah. I just added mage armor and I took a second level off because I didn't want to lose silvery
Good.
buffs.
I'm gonna update your spells right now, and then we'll do your armor. There you go, and then we'll give you armor class. We're gonna do mage armor. 13, a little bit better.
Still not ideal. Need that cloak of protection.
And oh no, I don't think you updated your spells on.
Oh, not on D&D, but no, I did it manually in the compendium. I can.
Okay. I'll do that again for you. Then I messed it up for you. Mage armor.
No, that's cool. Just delete web and give me mage
Yeah,
armor.
just drop mage armor, and you're good. We'll figure out the rest.
Oh, okay.
Let's roll in the NPCs,
Oh,
and you guys can roll initiative. Hey, they did not roll well. Riku and Reed. Hey, Riku
Yep.
rolled a nat 20. First initiative of the game for you, and your top.
I need to change
Yay.
this.
Now, a couple of things for you guys. The people on the ship, you can obviously use spells and stuff, anything within range, and attacks that are within range. Riku, I need to add a laser gun for you. Let me add that.
Can I get 2?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Or do I not have... Wait. Oh, there we go. There we go. Laser. Laser pistol. You had a laser pistol and a regular pistol?
Yeah. Yes, because it's two guns for the thing for my ancestral weapon, but it's like one uh it's one real one, but it's two
Yeah, well, the
for
laser pistol is your ancestral weapon. The other one is
yeah
just an offhand gun, right?
yeah yeah.
All right, so there's your laser pistol, and what does your feature do on your laser pistol? What feature did you pick? Let me open that back up.
It was
You wrote it.
quick and underhanded.
You quick underhanded. All right, and what does that give you? Let me double check here. Is there anything we need to actually add? Or is it just something we need to remember? Let's just write them on there. Ancestral weapons. 1 second, guys. Quick and underhanded. Alright, quick gives you advantage on initiative rolls. You don't need that because you got a nat 20. But that's good to know. And then underhanded. What's that do? Trying to find it.
Underhanded allows you to impose disadvantage on an attack. And then if that attack misses you, you can't do it until you finish
What
your short
page
rest.
is it on?
12.
12.
Or I guess 14 in the PDF.
14 on the PDF.
You could just
There we
control
go.
F it.
Underhanded, I found it.
Okay.
You can use your reaction to cause a melee attack target or an ally within 5 feet of you to be disadvantaged. If the attack misses, you must complete a short or long rest before you can use it again. That's pretty cool.
Yep, because if it still hits, then you can still use it.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, I added those two things, at least note-wise. And we have a couple features on the Moondancer. It has a mangonel. It has two ballista, one mangonel. And those are the weapons. And you can read what it takes to load them and to fire them. And you guys can decide to man those. Now, as far as firing when you're in space, the ship can just aim. So all you have to worry about is doing the actions it takes to load and fire them. And aiming is all part of it. Or no, one action to aim it, but like, even if like they're behind you and stuff, you can shoot in any direction because the ship can just move around. So you're not locked in like this can only shoot this way, right? Like it could shoot over here. It's fine. The only thing that matters is the distance for each thing, and I don't know if it actually wrote it on that. It has it here. A bolt, and that the range is at the very bottom of those 200 and 120, 480 and 800 for disadvantage. So that is what the ship is equipped with. The Star Moth is a bigger ship as well, so if it gets close enough, your gravity planes are going to overlap and it will overtake your ship. But she would rather that than them fire on you this whole time. So with that, we're going to jump right into combat. Let's do... Riku, you're up first. The ship is going to move on Flapjack's turn. He is the Spelljammer, so you could man a Mangaloid, you could pre-cast spells, you can do what you like here. What would you do?
Okay.
Still 1,000 feet from the star moth.
You said 12,000 feet?
1,000.
Oh. I'm going to man one of these ballistas thingies.
You man a ballista. Alright, you take to one of the front ballistas here. Let's put you at 5 feet so you're above the ship, and we'll put you over at the front ballista. And this is the mangonel in the back. It has 1 mangonel, 2 ballistas. The ballistas take 1 action to load, 1 action to aim, 1 action to fire. 3 people could make it happen in 1 turn, or 1 person can take 3 turns. Normally it needs multiple people, but like you could very slowly grab this, put that in, pull that back.
Do you get to choose where you hit on the other ship? Like, is there anything like, you know, you can aim for the masts or aim for the engines or any of that kind of stuff?
So I do have some more updated ship rules, and that PDF is, did I share that resource with you guys? But we're not using it just yet. I don't know if I shared it with you guys. Because we're going to have to, I'll have to make the spelljamming ships in that case. I'll share it after this, and we'll talk about it later. But there is a better ship combat system we're going to use. But for this,
I'm just wondering whether we need, at this point, to worry about that kind of stuff, or are we just aiming, shooting, it's about hit points, just like a monster.
Exactly, yep.
No problem.
So Riku, that's it. You man that. You can do an action to load it.
Yes, I'll do that. I'll load them up.
Altura is their spelljamming helm. How far can the Star Moth move here? 50 flight speed. Is that as far as it can go?
That's as far as Altera can go.
Alright, he'll dash for 100. They're very slow ships.
Oh, the passengers.
Oh, we'll get them.
Can I haste the ship?
Unfortunately, it is not a creature.
Could you haste Flapjack, who's commanding the ship, and then he...
I'm wondering about that as well, like more legitimately. Obviously joking about hasting the ship, but yeah, okay, like if you haste a Spelljammer, like the one who's operating the helm, does that alter anything, or does the ship have its speed and that's it?
Well, the other thing we'll do on Altura's turn here. I'll say that on Flapjack's turn, Travis's crew can help man cannons and stuff. On Flapjack's turn. And sorry, what was your question, Dan?
It was whether is the ship speed just the ship speed, or does it relate it in some way to the person who's operating the helm? So, like, if you haste the operator of the helm, does that change anything? Can they use 2 actions? But so what I'm saying is, if is the thing you have to haste the guy who's operating the helm, like, do they get then 2 actions to move the ship, or what? How does that work?
The Spelljammer can use a ship's spelljamming helm to move and steer it without expending their own actions or movements. And
so it just gets its room. It gets its movement.
The Spelljammer determines how far the ship moves up to its maximum speed.
Yeah, right. It would make sense because, like, you know, it's not going to be able to dash or anything like that. It just goes as fast as it goes, I suppose. Or less.
It also says on its turn, the ship can be reoriented so that all of its weapons can aim and fire at any target within range.
Yeah,
regardless of the situation on the deck. Because it's
they kind of hand wave the spatial
of your own. You can just turn around and underwater fighting kind of thing. You can aim at any direction. Altura moves at 100 feet, and everybody on his ship is going to go ahead and take their actions here. So we have 3 plasmoids on each thing. They have 2 ballistas and a mangonel as well. And what's the range on these again? Mangonel's 800, ballista's 480, so they're gonna load and aim them, but they aren't gonna fire them until they're closer. Reed, anything you would do?
Oh, yes. Oh, it's so exciting at the same time. Ship battle, ship battle. Okay. I don't think I'm in the sky, but I would like to position myself as close to the helm as possible, or not like the helm.
The helm is
The
inside. Flapjack's
yeah,
inside. Yeah.
not that helm.
You
As
mean
close
like the helm as yeah
as like a
on a ship?
boat term.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, like right here-ish, if possible, or get started on getting as close to it as possible, and hold my action to cast Eldritch Blast at any projectiles that are about to get close to the ship to try to push them away.
I believe Eldritch Blast is creatures.
It is not. It is target.
It's target?
No, it's just creatures.
A creature within range.
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
I
it's
just
what the
read
first
it.
sentence. A creature
You can
within
use it
range.
to detect mimics.
Yeah. You can't shoot in objects with
Oh,
an
creature.
Eldritch Blast. It targets like souls and power.
Mm, creature.
It targets life forces.
Then
So not projectiles, but it's not really something you could do anyway, right? Like you can't shoot an arrow. You can't aim at an arrow coming at you.
Then I'm going to. I'm going to cast Blade Ward on
Unless
myself
you're a
and end my
monk with
turn.
deflect missile, then you could fucking deflect that shit.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Not with this body. Yeah. I'll just do that. Gonna zoom in so I can make sure. Yes, I'm targeted. Nope.
Blade Ward.
That's it.
You have resistance against those things. Very cool. Very cool. Is there a... No, there's no Blade Ward buffs, so don't worry about it. You just have resistance. Don't forget that in case anything comes up.
Yep. Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
For one round there. Father Morris. Let's put you at 5 feet just so you're above deck. And what would you do?
I guess let's just help Riku. I guess aim it.
Okay. Yeah. You do an action to aim. So it's loaded
Yes.
and it's aimed. Lieutenant Jalen. He'll come out onto deck here. Comes out of this hatch. And he'll just look to the plasmoids and start giving commands. So yeah, he's still got some range to go. He just gives some commands and takes to the front of the ship here. Flapjack is gonna move the boat. All right, we're gonna get as close as we can. It's only 70 feet. And we'll move the whole crew with it. If it lets me. That's his whole turn. He's busy manning the ship. Lieutenant Xanth will stay inside, I think. They're good. They're gonna stay inside. Elena, she's gonna buff you guys. Oh, this is not the updated Elena. Where's the player character, Elena? There we go. We got the updated Elena we gotta put into initiative here. Where was she? She was way down here, right? Update combatant to 5. She will buff all of you with Bless up in the front of the ship here. She's already used it twice, but she'll throw it out one more time. Oops, I did that on them. Let me do it on you 3. And she will concentrate. on that. That's her turn. And she shouts out, I don't know if we can take them. Just be ready. And Captain Asmodian's going to do the same thing in his ship, Enos.
All right. I suppose I'm somewhere on the deck here. I was out in space.
Yep.
Yeah, I will. I'll see those guys slowly reloading and trying to fire those. That is what. Have they fired yet, or does it take like you have to do one action, one round of like loading and one round of shooting?
Oh well, we'll say that these guys are here to help you. So we'll put 3 people on this back one. Travis and 2 of his guys will take to the back one as well. They should have gone on Flapjack's turn, sorry.
And then we've got like one guy on each. Like I see that Reed is on one.
You've got some
and
extra
Riku.
guys here, so you don't have to take to those to help. There's enough people that like these guys could scramble over and help them as well.
Well, I was more thinking I could. I was thinking I'll twin spell haste Riku and Reed. Actually, that's what I'll do.
Nice.
And then they can be reloading, every round.
And this will also give some extra people here to help you guys load and fire. And these 3 will just kind of be on the deck somewhere. Alright, so the 2 of them are hasted.
Yep, I'll twin spell that, which I think costs me. What would that be? 3?
Hasted
Spells
and
level.
blessed.
Spells level plus. Oh god, I need to get my head around meta magic a bit better.
Yep. Twin spell is a number of points equal to the spell level.
Oh, it's just equal to spell level.
1 for a cantrip, and then
beautiful. Yeah. So I have 2 left. Okay, yeah. Twin spell haste, and then how tall is this mast I'm next to?
It's a galleon. It's a normal ship, so I would say probably I don't know, 30 foot.
Great. I will climb up to the top of it then.
Yeah, whatever you think that is, I guess. I don't know. 30 feet?
Yeah, 30, 40 feet probably. The crow's nest up there is probably 40 feet. But I'm on them. Yeah, that is the middle mast. So yeah, I'll pop myself in the crow's nest.
Okay.
And get myself a vantage on like what's going on. And hopefully get myself out of harm's way so I maintain that concentration.
Alright, so then we'll move you up to 40 feet here as you climb up the mast. Top of the round again, Riku. Still got some range on them. At 800, you guys can fire, and they are 825.
Oh no!
You could fire at that big jutting thing, the Mosquito's proboscis. You could fire at that.
Unfortunately, gotta get to their hitbox.
Oh,
yeah. You said it takes like how many actions left does it need to take a shot?
You're hasted, so you have 2 actions. The only problem is that you're not quite close enough yet. You need to be 25 feet closer, so you could ready an attack. You also have an extra action, but yeah, you could ready the shot.
Yeah, I'll just ready the shot then. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you're like at the ready to fire it, and as soon as Altura goes here, which they are going,
excuse me,
they move 100 feet. And I think at that point, yes, you're good enough to fire at disadvantage. So the Moon Dancer can shoot. What is it here? I'm going to give you guys ownership, actually, of the Moon Dancer, so you can roll on it. Configure ownership. I'm going to give everybody owner save. Alright. Riku, if you double-click the ship itself, you can open up that character sheet.
Okay.
And then under actions, you can click bolt.
Bolt. Okay.
And then attack and chat. Oh no, the bolts are 480. Oh, only the mangonel can go 800. Oh, never mind. So, so the mangonel has 800. This one's 480. You can't reach it yet, so you're actually, you guys have a distance to close. As Altura gets there, their mangonel is close enough to fire, so they will fire theirs. You see the plasmoids and the captains up top shooting off with a -5 to hit. It's supposed to be a +5, not a -5. Hang on. Oh, these should all have... Oh, I see. Its stats aren't in there, right? Well, that's a pain.
And at disadvantage.
Yeah, it's not gonna hit, I don't think. But let me see here. Actually, no, 12 plus 5 is not too bad. Let me try to roll one more time here. What is this? Got 20s for stats? I think that's what it is. 20s for stats. Alright, let's try that again. This will be the disadvantage. So, it actually does hit at a 5, 6, 7, and 17. It's 15 to hit the Moon Dancer.
Ooh.
It's a lot of damage. 5d10. 23, not too bad. A mangonel stone just smashes into the deck. The rest of them are not close enough, and Altura moved up. Reed.
Well, I'm I'm the fastest turtle alive. But I still can't do anything.
480 on these ranges, so yeah, not much. Unless you have a spell or even a bow, can go further than some of these.
Well, I think I'm probably going to just need to keep doing the same thing. I will take one action to load the thingy and or prepare the thingy.
Yeah, it's loaded.
If it needs
It's loaded and prepared. It's just got to get close enough now. So you could
Mhm.
ready to fire it, but even still, I think it's going to be 2 rounds on that movement.
Okay, and I myself will just keep casting Blade Ward. Just in case I get hit, because I don't want to get hurt.
You got it, Father Morris. Anything from you?
Well, I mean that crossbow is ready, correct?
Yep.
Is it ready to
It's just
fire?
got a 480 range.
Okay. Then I'll give well, yeah, Dirty Doors. He's gonna shoot it, I guess. Well, I guess I don't know who's gonna shoot it, right?
Once you're in range, so Riku has his readied action, and if nobody readies this one, then during Flapjack's turn, yes, one of those guys will do so.
Okay, then I'll give the help action to Riku for when he fires it, so that he has advantage.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Lieutenant, on the front deck here, his bow range is 600, but I don't think he's within that yet. I can't read that. What's that say?
700.
700. Yep, he's a little too far. Alright, he's good then. Flapjack. He's gonna move the ship 70. And they are just at the ready. Elena doesn't have much else to do right now. I don't think she has that far of spells. She just says, "Damn, this ship can't take that many hits. We gotta do something about this quick. Get us moving, Flapjack. It's gotta go quicker." But she can't do anything at this range. Yeah, that's it. Their captain, same thing, just readying with the ballistas. Enos. Enos, you're up in the monkey nest.
Oh, I'm sorry, I had myself muted. Right, okay, so I was wondering, within the next, if I ready an action, what kind of range have I got to work with by the time my next turn
They
comes
move
along?
at
Like,
100, you guys move at 70. Right now,
Okay,
you
so-
guys are 650 away.
okay, so we'd close it by roughly 200 feet, which still makes most of my stuff pretty nothing. And I've got concentration up on a buff,
Oh.
so yeah.
One thing I forgot on Flapjack's turn. The Moon Dancer does get their Mangonel off.
Ah.
The disadvantage attack. For a 14, that'll hit.
No.
Hey, you guys hit him back. 25 damage. Alright, sorry, go ahead, Enos.
Yeah, no, it's just I just don't think there is anything that I can do.
Okay.
Because I've got a buff off, and we've got no range to even prepare something for like before my next round comes along. So I guess just pass. I don't love to do it, but I think it's the
double
right
check
thing
how
to do.
damage threshold works for this. I think all damage, as long as it hits for at least that much, all of the damage goes through. Not just the amount over it, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole... Okay, good. Okay, that is correct. Alright. Alrighty. Perfect. Riku, you're up.
Did we move any further? How further did we move up?
Man, we still got a range. I should have started them off closer, but...
We got a long ways
650.
to go.
I guess it's yeah. I guess we if you thought the range on the ballistas was different, then it makes sense.
I guess I'll just still hold my action.
Yeah, we
'cause-
should have just started at the Mangonel range, I guess. Right? That
I mean,
sense.
it makes sense, doesn't it? Because like you then stuff's happening immediately.
I mean, you see them, you have time to buff, but yeah.
It was nice to have a round to buff, but I think this distance is like 3 rounds to buff almost.
Kinda. I mean, you guys just barely... You guys already got an attack off, and you had the time to ready action, so not really.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. Alright, Riku, so yeah, still some range, so unless there's anything you want to do, you can just be, at the readying those shots.
I don't think I can do anything. Yeah, I just ready the shots.
What's the range on the pistol? 120. Yeah, way closer. That's not anything like
Yeah.
the rifle. Alright.
120 and 90, I think. Yeah.
Their helm is going to go then to 100 feet up. And now they're at 550. Still too far for the Mangonels by 100. They'll shoot their Mangonel. I mean, for the ballistas, they're going to shoot
Ballista.
their Mangonel. Disadvantage, it'll miss. Reed, you're up.
Trying to think if there's anything else that I could do, but we're not close enough for me to do anything. No, okay, that doesn't work like that. That would be hilarious. No, it's Blade Ward, and as one, and the other one be dodge action
All right.
because it's already loaded. We're just waiting for it to get in range.
Father Morris.
I mean, they're not within 150 feet, and they're, just way too far out.
And no buffs.
So-
Nothing you gotta do.
Sorry, what?
No buffs or anything you want to do preemptively then?
I do not have any kind of buffs now.
You got it. Well, you can dodge action as well. in case anything happens.
I'll just. Well, I guess the. So our mangonel, is that shooting at disadvantage still? Or are they within range now?
The mangonel is on the back of the ship, but that's at disadvantage until 200.
Then I'll go. Ooh. Oh, I don't have enough movement though.
Yeah, the
So-
ship is 130 feet long. You're up in the front.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So you
I'll
got like
just
100
keep.
feet to cover, almost.
I'll just keep using the help action for Riku. When
Yeah,
they,
you can give Riku the help action for advantage.
Yeah, I'll do that.
The lieutenants and all them are just manning the ship up here. Flapjack. Just gonna move it in another 70. And the mangonel in the back will fire once more.
Cool that our tokens are locked to the ship like that.
Oh, I'm just moving them all at the same time.
Oh, you're just like highlighting everything.
Yeah. An 11
Idiot.
misses.
Sorry. I was such a moron.
No, you can. There is a token attacker. I just didn't bother.
Yeah, I thought it was something fancy. You know,
No, I'm just.
but it was just highlighting everything
I'm
and dragging
just
it. Yeah, woo.
doing a big highlight. Elena doesn't have much else still either. I don't think. What's Guiding Bolt's range? 120. Sacred Flame.
I think it's
60.
120.
Yeah, she's really.
I don't know if there's any
120 is her
what,
best,
is
you know.
there anything that goes past that for spells.
Oh yeah, there is.
That's not true.
Yeah, there's plenty.
No, I asked, is there anything that goes past
yeah,
that
there's
for spells?
plenty. I think even just Fireball's 150.
Yep. As a spike growth.
Captain Asmodian. There on that ship's making that's all fine. For the most part, they can honestly just go. They can go on their turn for now. Enos.
Oh, by the way, I'm a wild magic sorcerer. I don't know if I roll a d20 every time I cast a spell, or if this is just at your discretion. I think it's optional either way.
We could do this 3 ways. 1, it could be every time. 2, it could be my discretion. 3, it could be your discretion.
I kind of want it to be every time, to be honest. I feel like that's as raw as you can get it. But I would also take other people's suggestions simply because wild magic can be a bit, if people don't want that much wild magic going off, then we can do it discretionarily.
Why don't we do it every time unless it becomes an issue?
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Maybe even
for
like a story thing to stabilize it. But
do you know what? Just for the sake of ease, I'll leave it because it's already gone off and people have been hasted for 2 rounds and shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So from now on, I will roll every time. But again, I don't really have the range for anything. So yeah, dodge action.
Alrighty, yeah, because this hasn't fired yet, so it's already loaded. Riku, top of the round again. I don't think you guys really have too much to do, so just, if you got nothing, just say, you're good. I think you're just readying that shot, which, let me just double check measurements here. 480. What's the range on the ballista? It's exactly 480. You can shoot at disadvantage, which will be a straight roll. So, Riku, if you want to roll from the Moon Dancer, shoot a bolt.
Sorry. My parents were here.
That's alright. You're close enough, Riku. You're up, and you can shoot a bolt
Okay.
from the Moon Dancer here.
Right. From the boat?
From the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, do the bolt.
Boat. Boat.
And it'll be a straight roll because you have the help action from Morris. So just quick attack.
Damn.
A natural one.
That's crazy.
You do have your inspiration, but it's, first combat of the night. It's up to you if you want to use that.
Yeah, I'll use it. Yeah.
Go for
I'll
it.
use it. Why not?
Reshoot.
It's just gonna be another nat 1.
Now,
Inspiration never improves; it only goes down.
That's
I
kind of
agree.
true.
an 11. It's just a
It
little bit
doesn't
too
hit.
low, unfortunately. It misses. Alright, mark that off. It's used up. Is what it is. You get the shot off.
Well, bless, no bless. Or is that the ship shooting it, actually?
It's-
Yeah, no, never mind.
It's the ship. Yeah, so if you guys do arrows or something, the bless will buff you, but not for that. Altura gonna move their ship up 100.
This is the only time I've ever wanted to get the meta magic feat, like distant spell. That would have been so choice for this situation.
Wait, who's this one? Lieutenant. Okay.
Man, I'm gonna get the spell sniper feat and the.
And then we'll never do anything at this
Weird.
range ever again.
Yeah, this will be the one and only combat we do at this range.
Exactly. We'll all get like all this massive range stuff, and then we'll all be in melee for the next 8 sessions.
Yeah.
That's why he's supposed to be up front. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, Altura move their ship up, and they are in range for all of their blasts at this point. So we're going to do the 2 ballistas and the 1 mangonel. And this is disadvantage on the... Yeah, disadvantage on the ballistas. 2 bolts shoot off. Both
That's
missing.
good.
The mangonel shoots off. And this is 200 feet disadvantage, yep. Alright, everything misses. Just blast passes. Flapjack just weaves and bobs the boat down. Altura.
We're getting awfully close.
And once it fired, the other 2 plasmoids used their action to load and move. And they're doing all that. The captains are helping. Reed, you're up.
I still can't quite reach them, I don't think. Let's see.
The ship itself is 380, and the people are kind of like up at the front. The closest guy here, 360.
Yep, so, I'd say pretty soon we'll be able to, in about 6 seconds. So, action dodge, other action, yeah, other action will be Blade Ward again, because there's not much I can do just yet. So,
Same thing,
just,
Morris, you're up then.
yep,
Did,
doing strategy.
Did Riku use his additional action to load it again?
Yeah, he could have loaded it. It needs to be aimed, and then
And he'll aim it.
He's hasted, yeah, so he can.
All right.
That'll be
It's
that.
loaded, and you aim it. It'll need to be fired again next round, but that one's good to go. Oh, Reed, do you use an action for that? Because you only have those 2 other people here with you. Actually, no, he's hasted, so he did his. So Dirty Doris could help you. Because the ballista
I'm
takes...
very weak.
Yeah, well, the ballista takes actions to load and stuff. So if you're on that, then you're on that. Right?
Can I even load the ballista? I got 6 strength. Can I lift up the...
There's no requirements for
Oh, well, if there's no
for
requirements,
loading a
I
ballista.
will
But
remove...
it's
my
fine,
dodge
because
action.
Doris is there, so you're fine.
Okay, well, thank you, Doris.
Lieutenant can do that same thing. Flapjack moves the ship in another 70. Now, let me double check their air bubbles, too. I believe that they are 100 feet out. Let me just double check. Yeah, 150 feet out, so... oops. Stay where you're at there. 150's out to here, and then 150. So they're getting awfully close. Captain Sartell just says, once we get too close, their gravity plane's gonna take over. We're gonna be sucked right in. Just be ready to get boarded. And Flapjack moves the ship in. The back mangonel will fire. He actually does need these two guys back there with him. It's a 5-person mangonel, so those guys are back there. Disadvantage, sorry. Hey, that's a solid hit. Get some damage on that ship. 31. Breaks the threshold. 31 damage into it. You guys are actually doing pretty well. Holy shit.
Sorry. I'm trying to use the measuring tool.
You know what I can do is give this ship an
done it
aura
again.
of 150. And then that will be their gravity plane. And then this one, token aura 150. And we'll make it a slight green tinge. Wait, it didn't do it. There it is. We're about to bubble bump. Lieutenant doesn't do much, he's just loading stuff up. Elena. Oh, did I shoot? Yeah, I did shoot on Altura's turn. Yeah, they just all missed. Elena. Still no range at this distance. Captain Asmodian, not too much. He's got his bow. Which does have a 150 600. He's going to start shooting at the people shooting from the front ballistas here. We're just going to start indiscriminately taking people out.
Uh-oh.
Not on those rolls. Arrows start to launch. Say lieutenants are busy loading. Just the captain shoots arrows. Enos.
Okay, we're almost getting in range, aren't we? I can see onto the deck of the other ship, right?
Enos, not only can you see onto the deck of the other ship, you see your old crew.
Yeah, I was thinking I see all the old plasmoids that I was trying to convince were being treated poorly. I'm gonna actually fly down from the crow's nest. I think I get 30 feet, so I can land over here. Not sure you can dash with the glide. I think you just get your movements, whatever your base movement speed is.
Yeah, you glide downward onto the front of the deck.
And then I'll use the dash action. Actually, who am I near? I was gonna ask the Father Morris. Father, a question. Do you have I forget what the spell is called, but it allows you to speak very loudly, very, very loudly.
No, I was not trained in those kind of parlor tricks, I guess.
Does anybody know that spell? What's it called? Blast. Thaumaturgy. Does anyone have that?
No replies. Nobody seems to have it.
Well, bugger. I'll just have to shout really loud, I suppose. And then I'll use my dash action to get out onto the. I'll start getting out on the thingamajig with my climb speed.
Alright.
Don't know what you call that.
You onto this?
Yeah. So I'm. That's my full movement to get where I'm at, but I am heading down it.
What is this called?
I don't know. I know that the
Now spirit.
Jib? No, jib is the thing from on the bottom of the mast.
The bow spirit?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Riku.
It is I.
It is you. The ship is now 310 feet away. That is close enough for a disadvantage ballista.
Is it ready? It should be ready, right?
It's ready. Disadvantage ballista, Yup. So you can roll a straight roll Not a straight roll. You can roll a disadvantage ballista. So hold control. There you go. 5 on the dice and 11. It's unfortunately gonna miss. It's all right. It shoots off with your hasted action. Do you want to load it up again?
Yes.
All right. You grab another bolt and load it. Altura's gonna move their ship in. And at this point, they overtake you. Before they do, they'll shoot off, or as they do, they'll shoot off. Let's see here. We'll do a bolt, 2 of those.
Not gonna do that.
Oh,
Oh
still
man.
at disadvantage though. They're 210. One hit. Ooh, 2 hits. Alright, 11. It's not high enough for the threshold. The 18 is. Oh, sorry, and then the mangonel stone. This one is 210, so it's disadvantaged by 10 feet.
Bugger.
It hits.
It would miss.
Oh, it misses. Oh, you have a 15. You have a higher AC than them.
Yeah.
You have a higher AC than them. It misses. Hell yeah. Reed, you're up.
Oh, man, if I were to get up there, I could.
And at this point, Flapjack has lost control of the ship.
Damn it, Flapjack.
It's in the gravity plane now. He's about to be... Let me see.
Hmm.
When gravity planes intersect, such as when 2 ships pass close on one each other at a different angle, the gravity planes of both ships remain in effect until the 2 ships touch one another, as often happens when they collide or when ships land on the other. If that happens, the gravity plane of the ship... Oh, so they have to touch. Or just the gravity planes have to touch. So yeah.
Get a touch tips.
Has more hit points remaining. So if that
Commence
happens, the
docking
gravity
procedure.
plane of the ship that has more hit points remaining, regardless of the ship's dimensions, overrides the other ship's gravity plane, suppressing it as long as the ship remains in contact. Which means 359 versus 300. Your guys' gravity plane overtakes.
That's nice.
Let's go.
Let's go.
My shit.
Your definition of up becomes the other ship's as well. When a ship touches down on a planet, the ship's gravity plane is suppressed.
Would would the crew on the deck fall towards our ship then?
Yes,
How does
right,
that work?
yeah.
Their ship's
Because it's not
plane-
like their down is
their
our
ship's
down
plane
now. It's like
becomes-
their ship plane.
becomes suppressed, which means that they are sucked into your ship.
So they're
How-
sucked off
How
deck.
fastly? How quickly? How
Well,
rapidly?
they're not sucked off of the deck, but they are immediately like feeling that that their entire ship is being pulled directly into you. Now it does not say. It does not say how quickly.
That's like the most important part, and they left that out.
Yeah, it does not say how quickly. So what I'm gonna go ahead and say is
What's falling
On-
speed? You know.
you know what? Let's do it on Altura's turn. He moved into range, but their ship is too weakened, which means that I'm just going to do this. I'm going to say that their ship will be sucked in at falling speed into your ship. And so their ship is going to be... Your ship's above them. Their ship is going to be like sucked in at the lower point here, Enos, where you guys will be kind of above and controlling them here. Putting them a little bit down.
Oh, and this has already happened?
This happens on Altura's turn as it gets into the gravity plane.
Okay. Well, then, this is a lot easier. I don't need to go here. I will go to the edge of the ship.
And as it kind of crashes into, she says, "Hell yeah, nice work, Flapjack."
Flapjack, permission to fireball.
You just see like a little slider open on the captain's door. He says, "Fireball what?"
The enemy ship, sir.
Ah. Might not be the best idea, but go for it.
Okay. I mean, if it's not the best idea, I could do something different.
Quick.
The plasmoids! Do not harm them yet!
As he's climbing up on the bow and it crashes in with the other ship.
The plasmoids, they can be turned! They
Are
can
you
be convinced!
crazy?
Yes! But that's besides the point!
I will. I guess I'll just shout out the ship. Hey, you plasmoid-looking thingies! You don't want to fight? Don't fucking move! And I will cast Spike Growth.
Cast Spike Growth. Now these two decks are different heights. So this one is like 20 feet above.
Okay. And I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do a plant growth here, and if they move, they will take damage. If they
All right,
don't,
the whole
well, they're
front of the ship
fine.
pretty much there.
Yeah.
How would that work? Because don't plasmoids have like an ability to like move through stuff if they like leave all their belongings behind? Couldn't they just
They can
freely
move
move
through, but
through
it'll hurt
the...
still.
Plasmoid can squeeze through a space. The snare provides wearing nothing, carrying nothing as advantage on ability checks and escape grapples. Doesn't say it wouldn't.
It wouldn't take damage. It seems like it would logically follow, but like raw, it doesn't say that. So that's fair.
It's magical.
Yeah, exactly. It's magic and space stuff. I'm not gonna like argue to the hilt on it or anything.
No, yeah, definitely they would take damage in it, just like any creature. Reed, that's your action. The spike growth goes out.
Mm-hmm. And I realize I can't actually take the dodge action as a hasted action, because it's not one of the options. So I'm going to use my movement to find some cover.
Got it.
So I will go here, 35. And I'm gonna go over here, like
Under the
behind
stairs,
these stairs. Yeah,
Yeah.
behind these stairs. And that'll be my turn for now.
Alrighty, so your ship is actually even above theirs a bit. So like the top deck can see down, but their lower deck, you had to look down at to cast that. So
Yeah, yeah.
All right, good to go, and we'll drop concentration on you, Father Morris.
How far below is the ship from us?
You could just hop right onto their deck. It's like 5 feet down.
And how far away is Asmati from me?
He's right in front of you.
Okay, I don't. Okay. Well,
Right,
so I
right.
was just wondering, because it doesn't matter, because I have 10 feet reach, because I'm a bugbear, anyways.
Yeah.
Um,
So you jump down into the range of him.
Yep. And I will cast Spear Tread on myself.
All right. Bonus action concentration. Were you concentrating anything, or just that?
No, I was not.
Since he was already up, but I don't know if that was... Alright, beautiful. What's your action?
I will attack Captain Asmati twice. Oh, is it not automated still?
It's not
Okay.
automated. You're going to have to click the attack button in chat. That'll definitely hit. Both hits. 21
good.
damage. Holy
Oh, damn!
crap. You fucked them up in 2 slices.
Coming in hot.
You hear all of the plasmoids at the same time just go, ooh.
Surrender now, and we will allow you to live.
As you say that, you see Captain Asmodian going to pull out their longsword. And through like a muffled mask, you just hear, I was about to say the same to you. They
You're
draw
the
their
one who was
sword.
bloodied, and I am the one who has drawn blood.
And anything else on your turn?
That's everything I can do, I think.
All
Well, so
right.
can they hit me if I move back?
What do you mean? Back to where? Onto your ship?
No, I can't move my thing for some reason.
I moved off your turn. Sorry. Where-
Oh,
where you trying
can
to
I
go?
hit me if I just like move back to like 5 feet so they have to take damage?
You'd be standing right up on the edge of the thing, but yeah, you could do that. If you get shoved off, you would just get sucked into the ship.
I mean, that's whatever.
Yeah. That's perfectly fine. I mean, they can come over and attack you.
Well, yeah, but they'll take damage from spike growth is what I mean. You know.
Yeah, yeah. All right. The lieutenant at this point above. Just
Are the
looks-
plasmoids not an initiative?
The plasmoids go on Altura's turn,
Okay.
and they shot the cannons. Jalen looks down, sees Enos. It's that stupid Hadozi. And we'll let off a multi-attack here. 2 longbow shots at you.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Of course it is.
And the second one is a 13.
Just
Just hit.
Also hits.
Alright, let's do critical on the nat 20.
How to drop concentration.
30 damage.
Okay, so I'm at 3 hit points, so that's nice.
Concentration check 15. And I don't need
What's
to
that
roll
con-
damage on
con
the next
mod,
one,
yeah.
really. You're just gonna get taken down, but I guess I'll click it.
Oh yeah, it didn't matter whether I lost
Second hit for
concentration.
19.
Unconscious.
Knocks
Probably
you
fall off the boat.
unconscious.
Uh,
Well, it's not like the sea, so the gravity plane is the boat. You're kind of stuck to it. And you just fall unconscious on the ground there.
actually, for flavor, I'll fall, but like onto the underside of
Yeah,
the
just
front
like
of the boat.
front of the boat. Yeah.
I'm just like, no, I'm the new figurehead.
Exactly. You look like the mermaid on the front of the boat, unconscious and thrown there.
Oh, well, I'm not exactly jazzed that I'm down, but that was funny.
Prone,
Oh.
unconscious. There we go.
Oh, fuck that.
oh wow.
That's the
that
2
sucks.
shots. 19 damage. Not enough to kill you, just enough to down you. That's their 2 shots, and
Oh, that sucks for me and Riku.
she'll shout commands at the plasmoids. They're docking our ship. Get down there and fight. Flapjack is commanding the ship. At this point, I think he's just gonna like break the ship. Just don't let it move anymore, and he's gonna come out and just take a peek. And he says, "Oh shit!" And he just peeks back in and shuts the door. Flapjack, by the way, has 7 HP.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Xanth.
Is the gang gonna fight at all? Are they gonna get
Oh
on the
yes,
ship?
sorry, no, you're right. Flapjack is when Travis's gang goes. So thank you for that. They can still shoot the mangonel, but they're not. I'm not sure if they want to waste time breaking the ship or if they should just board it.
If I win this fight, maybe that ship will be yours. Maybe.
Let's have the Travis just says, "You heard him, boys. That's our new ship. Get moving." And they'll just dash over to that ship, so we'll get them just to the edge. They can't. These guys in the back can only get to the edge here, so they'll jump on next turn. But they all come over to get ready to jump on, and then these guys can jump on. So these
Just
three
watch out for the spiky bits.
will jump on and board the ship. And this guy as well. He's here. We will then jump to Lieutenant Xanth here. Steps forward. And they're going to shoot down. They'll shoot at Morris, who just fucked up their captain. 2 shots.
Well, let's see. He walked in. Oh, no, that's on the lower half. Never mind.
Yeah, they're up top. 12 misses, 21 I think will hit. Oh, you know what? These 3 guys definitely get an attack. These 3 guys will all get 2 mace attacks on the captain.
Or they won't need to too many.
Well, yeah, let's see damage on these 2, because those both hit. So the Gain just jumps onto the ship and just starts to beat him with maces. We'll do 2 more from the other guy.
Ooh.
That guy misses. He's a little bit fat. He's a little pudgy in the middle there.
Pack tactics?
They do have pack tactics, you're right.
Yeah.
That second one then would be the 4, the third one an 8. And then, so that guy still misses on both. The third guy hits on the first one, and then let's advantage the second. And he hits on this, so the third guy hits twice. Which at least is enough, I think, to finish him. Yes, no! He's got 1 HP.
Bro!
He's got 1 HP. Elena. She'll do a Sacred Flame at him.
You go, Captain.
Oh, I might have rolled from her. Let me see. I did. I rolled from her. That's alright. I'll take the dice and just use his dex save, which is actually a +2 on that. He's got a 20 saves. Captain Asmodian. He gets a turn here. Oh, who'd we lose?
Looks like...
Dan?
Dan. Dan is back.
Hello?
Welcome back, Dan.
Sorry about that.
Oh, hey! It's the new person.
It's the new
Yeah.
person. Hello, Ellie.
Hello.
Greetings.
Ellie. One thing would be we can change. Do you want to play today? Are you ready to play?
Yeah,
Alrighty.
if that's all right.
Yeah. We are mid combat. But I think it'll be a little bit weird, guys. Would you be okay with doing a break, doing Ellie's intro, and then having them walk out onto the deck of the ship? They're on the boat
Yes.
with you, just not.
Sure,
They
we
could be
know
sleeping.
Good.
They were sleeping in.
It'll be a little
Yeah.
bit of a weird, kind of jog in the combat. But if you guys are okay with that,
No, it's an unconventional narrative choice, but I think it works. I'm happy to see it happen.
so then
Pacing doesn't
Ellie,
matter.
instead of Ellie, I gotta change your Discord name so I stop calling you that. But Baylock steps onto the deck. But before we get to that, we're gonna do a 10-minute break. don't. Oh God, Baylock when they walk onto the deck. Come on now.
I hovered over and I just see the picture. I'm like, oh God.
But let's do our 10-minute break first, and then we'll get into their intro. So
I mean,
stream
a bit of mild disfigurement. That's 10 a penny in Faerun, surely, or in the Forgotten
it
Realms.
happens. It happens. You know it happens.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's getting like blasted this way and that by all kinds of shit. Natural people would have weird face.
Not too much
Yep.
The
stereotype
stream
there,
will be
not
a
too much
15-minute break.
stereotype
We'll be right back for you guys. Take a break. And
You ever heard of space scurvy? Nasty.
oh god.
Face leprosy.
Not all Faerunians look like that. Come on, man.
I'm not saying they
Space
all do. I'm just saying
sudden
that.
explosion.
I just say that like you. 1 point, aren't we?
Mhm.
Ugh.
Alright, guys, let's get started. Welcome back. As we zoom out of the combat for a moment, a man walks onto deck. But before we get there, let's do...
Oh man, a death save. I just realized.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up. We'll
Coming
get
up
back
in
to
a
that.
moment.
I'm getting a 20. I'm getting a 20. The rest assured, it's fine.
We zoom
This guy
into
looks
a
familiar.
noble's house in Waterdeep. It's a bit of a celebration, actually. We see a young Baylock, just finished his apprenticeship at the age of 17. You've been studying for quite some time, Baylock, under Samark, the current Blackstaff of Waterdeep. Your advancement in magic is impressive. The Blackstaff has high hopes. You have his approval of becoming a full-fledged wizard. A grand banquet is held within the Margaster Villa. Baylock, give us a description. What do we see?
This young man has an undercut with side swept hair, a thin beard, just barely coming in. You could tell he's quite young. He's just rocking those good genetics to have a beard that early. He currently has no staff, and he's got these teal cloak and a lute on his back. He walks around with a lot of confidence. Very, it's one of those people that you know come from nobility just by the way they hold themselves, the way they walk, the slight sneer, and how they look at the common folk. And he
And-
has ear-to-ear smile currently.
And for good reason, as much of your family has gathered, your brothers and sisters and aunts and uncles, many of your family. And a very merriful feast is had, during which somebody you don't quite recognize approaches you. You find yourself just alone for a moment, taking in the atmosphere, when a woman, mysterious face that's eluded you most of the night, you don't know where she came from, finds herself standing next to you. Baylock.
That would be my name, yes.
It is rather impressive.
I'm
Spells-
certainly glad you think so.
The spells you've been able to cast, 5th level, age 17. Your gift.
Well, what can I say? You took the words right out of my mouth.
Indeed. But more than that, Baylock. You're gifted by Mistra herself. Use your powers wisely.
I
will be
fully
s-
intend to.
We'll be speaking with you again. We should talk in private.
I'll keep that in mind.
This figure fades into the back of the party, and you look to where they went, and their face is gone out of the crowd. They couldn't have left the room that quick. Whoever they were. Some type of magic.
Were they ever really there?
You immediately feel
Interesting
yourself
case.
jerked from the thought as your uncle grabs at your shoulder. Baylock! Come sit
Uncle
at the family
Ivar.
table. I want to
Of
talk to you.
course.
Everyone wants to talk to you.
I could certainly understand why. After all, this banquet is for me, after all.
Indeed. For you. Many things are for you, Baylock. As he takes you by the shoulder, brings you over. You see everybody feasting kind of stops, and you can tell like a moment where they all are waiting in anticipation to say something. Ivar
Well,
says,
by all means, don't speak all at once.
Baylock, your powers are great, but the family's been talking. We've a way for you to improve far beyond even the speed you've been vastly improving at. Something to
Do
empower
tell.
you. Something to increase your capabilities. I know
You
we
know,
have
it's
not...
funny.
Yes.
I just got an offer like that.
Is that so? Well,
Yes.
from the family?
No, some silver-haired woman.
Ah. Never trust a stranger, Baylock.
Of course not. It's
You
rule
can
one.
always trust family. We've got someone we wish for you to meet with. He looks to your brothers and sisters. Your sister says he's actually how we've learned to do some of our powers rather quickly as well. Not as quick as you, but imagine if you had that capability with what you can do on your own.
Well then, let's just quit beating around the bush. Who is this figure? Who am I to meet?
Your uncle kind of takes you in closely. He says, "Hey, look, have we ever talked religion?"
I don't believe so.
A conversation ensues in which Ivar alludes to, without saying a direct name, a deity that wishes to empower you. One you can trust. One that's empowered the family for some time. And he establishes a meeting. As the meeting goes rather well, you gain immense power as you begin to worship Asmodeus. Your family, being followers of his for some time now, finding enchantment and power within him. Baylock, you find yourself in a much different setting. As some time begins to pass. Now, in your young 20s, dressed in finery, your cousins pestering you constantly to keep your best. You find yourself entangled in a political marriage, deeply important for the future of your cult. They constantly remind you of such a thing, in which you found yourself in Menzoberranzan, in the Temple of Lolth, beneath the altar in the Hunsrin family. Shakral, your soon-to-be wife, takes your hand from across the altar. As a priestess of Lolth begins to incite a ritual. Your family looks on, smiling faces, deals being made in the background. But the wedding is a rather nice affair, despite the dark atmosphere of Menzoberranzan. Gifts are exchanged. The families all quite gleefully look on as you offer a book of contracts, a book that binds souls. They take the book happily, and they give you your gift. Arshiavuna, or however you pronounce that. A crossbow, magically enchanted. You see a bit of lightning kind of spark at the tip. The two of you go through the pleasantries of everything else. And the two of you kind of take a moment alone. But that is about it for the wedding, as the families, chat, disperse. You find yourself moving forward again in time, as you're in a laboratory, crafting, working meticulously. Baylock, as you stand amidst the highest-ranking members of the cult, including the avatar of Asmodeus himself, here in a human guise, watching. You see your wife busying herself entertaining the guests, bringing wine to Asmodeus, bringing food and different things to all the different wizards and cult members. As all of that comes to a hush, you announce the crowd.
The ritual shall commence. The artifact is ready. I will tear open a hole into the weave and rip out a chunk for our Lord Asmodeus today. Today marks the beginning of greater ascension. Today marks the day of Lord Asmodeus.
As you reveal an artifact, Netherese make, fully restored. One with the potential to rip out a chunk of the weave, for Asmodeus to wield himself. He watches on as the ritual begins. And before you seem to notice anything wrong, it's all going as planned, you hear his deep voice scoff. How disappointing. A puff of ash disappears in the corner. And perhaps that's what broke your concentration, or perhaps he sensed something before you. Because as the ritual continues, the magic begins to rebound. The spell fire consumes the room. An explosion of flame. You find yourself just flung out of the room, shielded by your own magics, perhaps by the artifact itself. But the rest of the room, not so lucky. Your wife and everyone attending, your uncle, the other wizards, who knows if any of them defended themselves in time? You doubt it. You're flung out. You find yourself landing far in the distance, in an abandoned city, out of the laboratory. The scene zooms out to the darkness of the Underdark. Years pass once again, and we find ourselves in the city of Waterdeep. Zooming in on the manor itself. Where are you up here? Right here. The Margaster Villa, sitting by the hearth in a large, high-backed chair. An automaton comes to your side, trying to attend to you. But you ignore its every call, its request, its wanting of any request from you. You simply sit by the fire. After a pause, you can see a figure appear in the background, slowly walking closer. Well, Baylock, what's happened? What happened to you? Oh, that's a weird song. Find something better there. Baylock, as you turn around, give us a description.
The right side of Baylock's face has become completely scarred from the spellfire. His right hand and right leg have been replaced with prosthetics. And the right half of his body that hasn't been replaced is covered in spell scars. His hair has turned pitch white. He wears an eye patch over his right eye. His teeth gnarled and showing as the skin has peeled back from his lips. What has happened? I failed. He shrinks back into himself, seemingly ignoring the figure.
You see no reaction from the seemingly grotesque appearance. She just steps into view. You've lost your powers. You've lost touch with the weave. What have you done? Do you have any idea what you've done, Baylock?
More than anyone, I know what I have done. The souls of my family, my friends, and worst of all, the soul of my wife, lies trapped in the weave because of my folly. While they are bound there, they cannot even be resurrected by a wish. So I sit here, basking in my folly. You ask if I know what I've done. I do. I have damned all those I care for, and am forced to sit here in agony, unable to do anything about it. So yes, I know what I've done.
Your connection with the weave has been cut, Baylock. But, nonetheless, Mistra has chosen you. She
The
demands
chosen of Mistra,
from you.
who wields no magic. What folly.
She demands of you, Baylock, magic or not. You're to become one of her chosen. You'll stop wallowing in your sorrow, and you'll do something about it. You're to craft a machine. You're skilled. Repair the damage you've caused. If you do so, Mistra will restore you, your body, your connection to the weave. And your wife. You've no other option, Baylock.
Refusing ultimatums has never been something I've been particularly good at. So then, I suppose that makes me a chosen of Mistra.
Not quite yet. But you're getting there. She begins to fade out of view. The scene then passes a little bit longer, until eventually you too find yourself somewhere near the docks one day when the earth begins to rumble. And as it does, vines sprout up from the ground. These crystalline vines, astral blights, sprout up out of the cracks of the earth, growing and withering everything they touch, draining the life force from them. You see a ship about to leave, the last ship in port. There's a fight to get on, but you find yourself lucky enough. One thing you may not have expected was for the ship to take out of the sea and up into the sky. And as it lifts up, it flies for over an hour or so. You look down at the ground below. The earth. Plural. Not the earth. My bad. Being destroyed by vines. Overtaken. And in the distance, a star moth closing in. And as it gets close, you find yourself on the top deck in the middle of a combat where some people got pretty fucked up last round.
Yeah, we lost haste, so
You're fucked up too.
So thank you for bearing with me for the introduction back into this, but
you're
Baylock,
welcome.
let's get you rolled into initiative, and welcome to the party.
Sounds wonderful. Let's see. There's initiative.
Ah yes, there I am. There's my legs. Perfect. Let's see here. We are, I'll let you get a turn in for round 5, because you're actually, like, right above, Captain. So, if you want to do a quick turn, Baylock, what would you do?
Certainly.
You just came out from below here, so...
Well, now, it seems I missed the start of the fun. But perhaps I can still be of use. And I'll pull out Archevuna. And my body will seem to glitch in and out of existence as lightning charges from my arm into the crossbow. And I have to remind myself how this works because I have not played a Blunt Hunter.
I believe it's bonus action if you're Crimson Riding.
Yes. And I take a D4. Okay.
Take a little bit of damage and enchant your blade.
Alright, I take a 4 necrotic damage. And then I will shoot at the captain. It is not letting me target. Is that not working right now?
Oh yeah, don't worry about it. I mean,
Okay,
it should let you still target, but don't worry about it. You don't have to.
Alright, then I will just shoot.
Well, are you even?
That's a 29 to hit.
Definitely misses, yeah? No.
Alright.
Roll damage.
6, and then I add Crimson Right damage.
You don't need it. He's got like 1 HP. Yeah, he does have. He has 1 HP. You down him.
Well, you're in. the long range of the hand crossbow, though.
Oh yeah, is it hand crossbow?
Oh, you're right. And then I would have moved.
Yep, you can go up to the edge of the thing here. What's the range on hand crossbow?
It is, let's see, 30, 120.
Alright, so 30, you'd have to get up to like here. I'll let you go in front of Roger.
That'll work for me.
So
Out
that's
of the
your-
way.
That's your movement as well to get up to there. And you let off the hand crossbow shot. Captain Asmodian. He's going to do a death save. Alright, he's stabilizing on the ground there. He's bleeding out.
Next death save.
Yeah.
Enos.
I'm gonna be using my inspiration to fish for the crit on this. So here's
Actually, you know what? It's up to you. Was that a lethal shot? Is he dead? Or are you putting
Yeah,
him down?
right between the eyes.
Yeah, he's dead then.
Pure arcane lightning, just...
Alright, sorry. Go ahead, Enos.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my inspiration just to see
Oh,
if I
I
can
skipped
20.
Sortel? Didn't she go
You can
before
fish
that?
for a nat one.
I thought Sortel went. Did she
I
not?
could fish for one, too.
I don't think so.
Yeah, she did. She did a
So,
Sacred Flame that
she did stuff.
Went
Yeah.
back to Baylock and then. Yeah. Come on.
that's a fail.
So that's a failure instead of a success.
Sorry, why did you turn it into a failure? What happened?
Oh, I did it because I wanted to see if I could get my Twenskis on. It was a very long shot.
You just risked a success for a possible nat 20?
That is correct. That's what I
Alright,
did.
that's one failure, Enos. That's okay. Alright.
It's what it is. It's what I chose to do. I
That's
knew
what-
full
alright,
well.
That's what you chose to do. Riku. Riku, you're up.
Riku doesn't get a turn.
Oh shit, you're stunned.
Yep.
The haste fell off. You're stunned.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's
I also
shitty.
don't get a turn.
Yeah, that's shitty. So
Who hates
because
me?
of because Enos fell unconscious, the haste
Yep.
stuns you for a round. You're lethargic. You just find yourself like just lethargic and freaking out as this adrenaline rush falls off. Altura is in the ship. You all hear from the Star Moth. You hear this loud like speaker just come out, and it's an elven voice, and it just says, "Please put down your weapons and surrender so that we don't have to slaughter all of you." That's Altura's turn. I can roll a persuasion if you want. I'll roll a persuasion. It's a 14. Reed, you're up. You don't have to listen to the persuasion roll.
I will begin to spew out chunks
You're
of
also stunned.
seaweed. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm
Yep.
like, I get lethargic.
Concentration also falls. What were you concentrating on?
Oh no, it doesn't fall because I am not incapacitated. I just
Yeah, you
am
are.
lethargic. Well, it doesn't say
Let
it.
me double check
but I-
here.
Or
I
you
just
oh,
can't use
yeah,
my
you're
action or
stunned.
movement.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you.
Let me just double check. When the spell
Oh, yeah,
ends,
it's just-
the target can't
yeah.
move or take actions until after its next turn, after the wave of lethargy sweeps over it. Let me see if lethargy actually has rules.
Because if I were incapacitated, that would be a different story.
Yeah, sorry, I just got confused because we were using stun, but it's haste, so it's not.
There's no technical lethargy. So yeah, no, you're good. Just stun for a round. You can't do anything.
Yeah,
Morris.
All right. I'll just turn around to Baylock and just say, "Good shot, brigand." So I don't recognize them, but they're just standing with the other
Yeah.
pirates.
The crowd.
Brigand. A novel concept. Though it would not be the first time I've been referred to as such.
Okay. Yeah, I can't really the spike growth. I can't really get around it.
This is 20 feet up too. This is a big window.
Okay.
This is 20 feet up.
Can I? How much? So is it 10 feet of movement to get back on our ship?
Oh shoot! Sorry, no. The plasmoids. No, yeah, Reed. The plasmoids would have gone. You're right.
Yeah, they're on Altair's turn.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
yep. They would have gone. So sorry, we got to do plasmoids really quick. And they have a whole bunch of javelins. You see all these little
I
plasmoid
warned them.
dudes. And so we'll start off with Marley here. We'll shoot 2 javelins at Marley. He's an 11 to hit, so 1 hits. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of these plasmoids up here. We're just gonna shoot a whole bunch more at him. Second guy loses 2 of his fucking javelins. 1 hits. There we go. Alright, third plasmoid. We're gonna shoot more at him. We're trying to kill guys. They focus fire. Alright, a third hit. He's got 3 javelins in him.
And they're not moving.
No, they're in a spike growth. I think we even shouted at them not to move.
I told them it's like, if you don't want to get hurt, just surrender. Don't attack. Just don't move.
They'll throw javelins.
Yeah, they didn't move.
How many do they have each?
They have plenty of javelins each.
I hate them.
1, 2, 3. I mean, they have a whole big pack on their back, and some of the hits.
If that's after seeing that.
2 hits on this guy. How dare they have range?
Yes, after realizing that they are not actually trying to resist by moving, I will just freely drop concentration. That's not what I. Damn it.
Oops.
Don't start crying on the battlefield.
The attack roll.
Not crying, you're crying.
Damage twice.
It's bleeding, okay?
All right, and
Believe
the
you me, I know.
last 2 are gonna go at Morris. It's not the last 2; it's the last 2 on the front.
Damn, bro. That's
Both
fucking-
18s.
Yeah, both hit.
Damn. No buffs you can throw up, huh? That's all right.
Yeah,
5
just
damage.
wait my 1 spell slot.
It's not the worst. 3
Yeah.
more up top. They're gonna shoot the mangonel at your ship. They'll shoot the mangonel at the ship here. Oh no, they won't, because the captains are. No, they won't. Captains are helping them, so they'll just move up and they'll throw javelins. Riku will throw 4 javelins at you. 2 of them are gonna throw both javelins. Damn, 21. Natural 1. Natural 20.
Jesus.
And a 6. Okay, so 1 hit, 1 crit. That's the hit for 7. That's the crit for 8. Your 2 javelins stick into you, Riku. And then 1 last guy here.
Oh, I got a roll concentration, sorry.
He'll
That
throw
wasn't
him.
nice.
That's fine. He'll throw him at Grizzle Garrett here. 2 of them at Grizzle.
Grizzle, pizzle.
He hits Grizzle once. Four damage on Grizzle. Alright, a whole bunch of javelins go out. Alright, Morris, you're up.
Alright, so Spirit Shard is still up.
Yes, it is.
And so these plasmoids, I guess, they're really hard to. Do they look really like weak, or in terms of like their constitution, or do they look kind of bulky?
They look maybe bulkier than most commoners, but not a problem for you.
I dropped spike growth because it was not being as useful as I hoped.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll drop Shatter then.
There's also these big glass windows right here too that Shatter's gonna hit, which are directly to Altura. Altura's in here, inside under the glass.
All right, then I'll do that. So that is I think it's a Constitution 16 save, I believe.
Okay, so 2 of them save. Florg and Glebfix.
Okay.
So those will click damage for me. These 2 will take half, the rest of them take the full amount, which is exactly their HP.
Nice, nice.
It
Sorry, I did that
dealt the
wrong.
damage to. Yeah.
Yep, it's alright. I'm just gonna kill this guy, and we're gonna give Gleb and Florg 8 HP. These 2 are alive at half.
Big value.
And the glass will shatter, and you guys will see Altura behind the glass just, oh! Kind of just gasps.
And I'll just rush up, just kind of I'm motioning for the 3 other brigands to move up. Let's go.
I'll move the dead bodies off
Take
to
the bridge.
See if I can unmark that just so I can target him. There we go. Alright, move those guys up out of here. And we'll just remove the captain from the initiative order. And you move up as this main window has shattered. Lieutenant Jalen will step up to here, and he's going to shoot down at you. 2 attacks. Oh.
Damn, bro.
Alright, let's roll crit first.
Oh my god.
Holy shit.
31 damage on the crit. The second attack. I don't know why I crit
Wow.
so much.
Join the club.
18.
Bro.
It hits. He might down you.
Yeah, I'm down.
14 damage. You're unconscious.
Yep,
You get
that's
knocked
it.
unconscious there as you shatter it and run up and get shot twice and fall down. Alright. Concentration will now fall on
Yep.
that.
And how do I remove the template for Shatter?
Go to the measurement
I got you,
controls.
but it's the
Okay.
measurement on the left, and then you can hover it and delete. Flapjack is up, and this is where your crew will go as well. And they'll rush up with you and try to cover you a bit. Those 3 will move up. This guy can move in. This guy can move in. That's about it. These guys will just
Crowd.
crowd in, yeah.
No, this is the perfect time to fireball.
They'll actually, like,
Don't-
this guy will start to, like, lift
With
the
Didn't we have a
there.
resource problem here on the ship? I
They'll
mean,
lift
I mean,
the
yeah,
hatch. They'll
exactly,
start to, like,
exactly.
disarm. They start to disarm some of the things. You know, they board the ship. But 3 of them up front here, 4 of them up front are going to attack Florg and Gleb. And I'm not even going to roll. I'm just going to say that Florg and Gleb get killed here because there's like 5 attacks. And they'll definitely... Or 2 attacks from each with advantage. They kill them.
Yeah, your crit to hit ratio it's a bit high today.
It's
so
a bit high.
they're dead.
They kill Florg and Gleb. And Enos, you're unconscious, so you don't notice, but they care little for your plasmoid crew. They rush in and
Yeah.
just start destroying them. Flapjack inside just looks out from the window and just says, "Oh, geez, this isn't good." And he does a minor illusion of his door barricaded so that he looks like he's safe. Lieutenant Xanth.
how did he get a window? He keeps having to peek his head out the door. Like, surely, you're like, how are you going to back up your ship that way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not great. Lieutenant, you hear him telepathically just like, good luck out there, guys.
He doesn't have a rear view or a front view. It just doesn't have. He doesn't have a view.
He's in a little tiny room. We'll show the full ship after. Lieutenant Xanth is unharmed up top. That's not good. They're gonna go ahead and shoot down. We're gonna start killing some of these intruders, I think. So we'll shoot this guy. Alrighty. Astral Elf's beautiful radiant damage shining with each shot here. He kills Dubs. Second shot, he'll shoot at Dirty Doris.
One fewer mouth to feed.
Hell yeah, he's gonna hit Dirty Doris.
I think that was Black-Eyed Marla, not Dubs.
He's dead Doris now.
Oh, why did it say Dubs? I don't know. I was hovered over it.
Oh, because Dubs is a highlight
Oh,
marker.
he had it highlighted. Yeah. All right, there we go. Dirty Doris and Black-Eyed Marla are dead. That's his turn. Baylock. Most of the crew boards the ship, and a battle is ensuing as they're stabbing and smashing, and arrows are flying down from above.
Move here.
You jump onto the ship.
Now, which one of you made that piss poor excuse for an intimidation attempt? Was it you? And I'll point to
Behind the glass. Yes?
if you're gonna threaten someone, Elf, give it your A game. Tell us how you're gonna break all our fingers and crush our bones. Slaughter us. What folly. And I'll point my crossbow at him.
He looks
Or her.
down like ashamedly and just kind of like, well, I mean, we're probably gonna do all that.
And then I shoot him in the chest.
You shoot.
The point was not for you to respond.
Go for it. Roll an attack.
Alright, I'll be an 18.
Oh, it hits.
And
He's a squishy boy.
then I also have Blood Maledict. Or Crimson Right. Blood Maledict's a different thing.
Yes. Crimson right damage.
1 extra damage. Let's go. Huge.
Why did he take double? My bad there. Let me. Sorry.
He's not as squishy of a boy as you say.
Why is it applying 10? Oh, it is 10.
Oh, it is 10.
I saw
He
the
rolled a 5 on the
I saw
dice.
the output.
Yeah.
Alright, beautiful. And then 1. 11 damage.
And then I will bonus action shoot him again. That is a 26 to hit.
That will do. Ten more.
And then
And
4.
Crimson. Not too bad. 2 shots go off and he... Ow! That was mean.
You haven't even seen the start of what people would consider mean.
As the 2 bolts hit him, Baylock, you jump onto the ship. Is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Elena's up. She
Elena!
will do the healing thing if she can here. Mass healing word. Up to 6 creatures of your choice. It's a bonus action too. So
And she doesn't need sight, I don't think.
up to 6 creatures
You
that
can
are within
see.
range.
That you can see within range.
Yep. But she can definitely get
Which
to
one
the
is it
she
that
can get
doesn't
to the
need
edge
sight?
and see
This
the 2
one.
of you. And she can also throw some to Riku.
think it's
So
the
here I'll
champ
just
that you
I'll heal who she heals here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rest of them are all undamaged. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so let's just throw the healing out. You guys are no longer unconscious, though the 2 of you are prone as some healing comes out. And then her action, she's actually going to take...
Oh.
She's going to take the dodge action because she is... No, she's going to shoot... She can't cast a spell. Yeah, she's going to take the dodge action because she's got concentration up on the bless. She wants to keep it. So she just kind of gets up on the edge of the ship and just yells out a commanding heal word and just shouts, "Get up top! And that'll be Enos.
Well, yeah, he wakes up on the underside of the front of the hole there, and is just what? He's gonna quickly shuffle back up on top to see what the situation is, and then he's gonna see this fella up here that shot him to death, and he takes exception to that. So,
You see him currently shooting at Riku as 2 bolts stick in. Or no,
Scorching ray.
He was shooting at other people. Yeah, but yeah.
damn the air bubble! I'm scorching raying that bitch.
All right, 3 bolts. Let's see him.
Bugger!
A 12 misses.
Bugger!
A 15
Wait.
misses.
Bugger!
Wait.
Hey!
That'll hit.
Okay. That's not too bad. That's
6
alright.
fire damage.
And then I will limp my way on 3 of the 3 working limbs that I can limp with. 30 feet back onto the
Tail
ship.
kind of like curling and pushing you.
Yeah. Ow! 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 And
Is
then
that how you normal? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll huddle behind the mast, and you can
Just hide.
Is that normally how you aim your crimson rays? 2 to the side and then split the difference?
Look, I was near death. A bit of aiming deficiency is to be expected.
Top of round 7, Riku. Riku,
You sure it's my turn now?
It's your turn now, Riku. You've been javelin. You're barely injured, though.
I'm going to. No. Okay. I'm going to use my laser pistol on. I'll use it on him. I can't target. Okay. On the Altora.
The laser pistol. Yeah, you're within range for the normal distance. That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. 10 damage on that first shot.
And then
You just hear, "Ow! I've been shot!"
yeah, you're about to get shot again.
You C3PO line. I've been shot.
Yeah, I'm shooting again. So,
Yes.
am I shooting the regular pistol for the
So
second?
Riku, you have extra attack, right? So you can you can shoot twice with your main hand, and if you're dual wielding, then you could do a bonus action offhand attack normally with melee weapons, but you don't have 2-weapon fighting style or dual wielding or anything, do you? So
No.
So yeah, so just 2 shots with the main hand,
Okay.
and you can action surge and do more, but
Yeah.
get some extra turns covered that action surge. That'll hit. Another 11 damage. You hear once more, "No, seriously, I've been shot again!" As another bolt just comes through the window and shoots him in the side. So you've got bonus action. You could action surge and do another action, which would be 2 attacks.
What's this? I'm not going to do anything yet. I'll save.
Alrighty. Altura.
Well,
Okay.
wait, that's. How can I jump over here?
Yeah, you can jump onto their ship.
I can't move.
I'll scoot you over here.
Then I'm going to touch this monkey.
That's a bugbear. Go for it.
Oh, that's a bear.
That's a bugbear.
It looks like a monkey. Well, I'm
It's a
gonna
bugbear.
touch the bear, and I'm gonna use.
This is what a bugbear is if you're unfamiliar. I'll share it.
Second wind. Yeah, that looks nothing
Second
like
wind
it.
is for yourself.
It is? Oh,
Yeah,
my bad.
Yeah, it's for yourself.
Asmar has healing hands, I think.
You have healing hands. It's an action, though.
Yeah, it's an action. Yeah. Never mind then. I'll wait.
Alrighty. Yeah, you just jump down and check on him. At least he's up. He's healed from Elena.
I'm fine. You can shoot them. Just shoot them.
Altura says, "You're not fine at all. I'm going to shoot you back." And they hold up their hand and they start to cast a rain of radiance. And
He's prone too.
Who's prone? Oh, Morris. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if it's a
Rains
ranged attack.
down on a creature the elf can see within 60 feet. Let's go ahead and we'll throw this onto Riku. Riku,
Can I like talk shit and see if he might try and do it towards me?
Nah, we're throwing it on Riku. We just shot him twice.
All right, that works.
Riku, throw a dex save.
Understandable.
He shot me. You all saw it.
I shot him too, twice.
Yes, you did too, but he shot me last time. Riku, throw a dex save. Ooh, that's not good. Let's click damage. Radiant light shines down for 30 damage on you as you land on the deck.
ASMR resistance.
You're resistant to radiant. Hell yes, let's heal
That's
that
good.
back and apply half.
I'm glad I did not try and take the hit.
And he will bonus action Starlight Step right here and pull out his Morning Star and just say, "I'm going to teach both of you a lesson. You're naughty." And he pulls out a Morning Star.
Well, if your ability to fight is as cutting as your mastery of words, I'm not too bothered by it.
It just makes a noise at you. Reed, you're up.
I wipe the sludge from
Why
my
you rub me on blue?
face, and I'm going to get up and move up. 15. Go over to the edge. Take a look at these people with these bows being very deadly. And I'm going to say, let's see how you can handle shooting from without any foothold. Yeah, that. And I'm going to try to hit them with an Eldritch Blast. That's a nat 1. Yeah, I want to inspiration that because this is important. It's
definitely not one. It's not good.
Hey, inspiration. Could you maybe do good? Just
No.
asking. Just I didn't think so.
Wow. Wow.
The dice have spoken.
Shit to the dice, man.
Yeah,
Inspiration has been useless.
That's what you
Here's
get
the
when you talk shit to the dice. I mean, hey.
I was pleading. I was praying. I was not
Hey.
talking shit. I was
There's
asking.
a little bit of shit talking.
Way better.
And a 27
It'll
for the
hit.
second. Okay. So she takes 12 force, has her speed reduced by 10, and gets shoved 10 feet into space.
10 feet back, huh? Alright.
Something. Right about there. If only I'd hit her a second time.
Alright.
Oh.
Any movement?
Missed.
Any bonus?
I think I moved my full movement. See, 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. I'm pretty sure 30. Yep. And I will just take cover behind the wall of the ship because I'm pretty small.
Alrighty.
And I'll do that. If I get half cover, that'd be perfect.
Yeah, you can, not from the guys above. You could get cover from them over here. But
What if I go prone?
no, they can see this area, right? So, like, there's a wall here you could take cover on. Or you could take half cover on the post. Like Enos did.
I can still go prone, and they'll have disadvantage on their ranged attacks.
They'll have disadvantage on ranged attacks, yes.
Yeah, and that doesn't take any movement to go prone. It's just movement to get up from prone.
Yep.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, prone.
Gonna P petrified prone.
Alrighty. And Father Morris, you find yourself eyes opening back up as you are blasted down, charging in towards the glass.
As Reed drops to prone, I will get up from prone.
You stand up.
And I will. Can I? I have like 10 feet of reach. Can I? I can't attack through this guy though, right?
You can attack through allies.
Okay, cool. Then I'll just attack the Spelljammer.
Yeah, you stab over. Yeah, you gotta click the attack button in chat, or, yeah, there you go. Both hitting.
Huh.
12 and 12 for 24 damage.
And so that was 5 feet. Can I get there, and then can I have? Is that like beyond? Because they're like up here, the ranged people. Can they see me still?
You can step into the room, yeah. You can
Okay,
step
cool.
into the
Then
room.
I'll.
You kind of go into the glass and into that chamber. There's 4 more plasmoids in there that just kind of look up from these keyboards. They're on these computers and keyboards. They just look up at you. Oh.
Look.
They all kind of just look a little bit
You
confused.
don't need to fight me. Just go in your rooms. Just chill out.
You see none of these 4 have weapons. They're just like at keyboards.
Oh, okay.
They're at keyboards and monitors, and they're doing things.
As you were.
Your monkey friend will be happy that you 4 are alive at least.
They all just kind of like wiggle a little bit. You're not sure if it's good or bad. Lieutenant Jalen's up. He definitely wants to kill some people, yeah? You disappeared down into there. A lot of people down on the deck. He sees Altura needs help. I wonder if he goes down at all. Or if he just does this shit. Well, he's actually better with his bow. Yeah, he's better with his bow. I think that's what we'll do then. We'll shoot at Baylock with 2 shots with a longbow. 22 on the first. 18 on the second.
I will shield. The 22 will still hit, though.
Okay, 1 still hits. Shield goes up. Reaction used. 19 damage on the hit. But shield is up for the second one. And we'll block it.
I hold up my shield, my actual physical shield, and then it gets bigger with arcane energy.
Very cool. That is Lieutenant Jalen's 2 shots. And then I think that they'll jump down. Taking 2d6. They'll land prone, but immediately stand up. And then that's their turn. Flapjack. In which case all of Travis's gain is going to go here. For a whole bunch of people to gang up on some people here. We'll have 4 of them gain up on Captain Jalen, and 3 of them gain up on Altura. So we'll do Altura first. We're going to get Pack Tactics Maces. They each get 2. Alright, so that's 1 guy on Altura. That's a nat 20 for the second guy. And then the third. Alright, so we have 1 hit, 2 hits, and a crit. Oh, I didn't mean to click attack. I meant to click damage. Ignore that crit.
That's for the next guy.
It's not. 4, and then damage, and then critical damage. No, it was just me hitting the wrong button. Not enough to finish him, just knocking him about. Then 4 attacks are going to go on to Lieutenant Jalen here. And same thing, they'll get advantage attacks. Alright, 1, 2 from Old, 1 at Ollie. And then from Garrett. And from Nell. Damn. All of these have hit so far, except for that 15. And then last one from Travis. Alright, Travis misses. And then he hits. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. That's 66. Plus 12.
That 15 have a +2 or +4 from flanking? Or are we
Um,
not doing that in this one?
Are we doing the flanking? Did we actually go over flanking rules? What are we here
No.
for rules?
I've been assuming it's the same.
Are we
as-
doing the surrounded?
Were we doing it? Were we doing it in? You know, I'll just ask you guys. Do you guys want to be doing that?
Yeah.
We were doing it in Lost Mines.
Yeah, yeah.
We were.
pretty
We
sure
were
doing
doing
it
it in Lost
fine.
Mines.
Yeah.
Then yeah, okay, that's what I was checking. Okay, then yeah, we'll still do it. +2, +4, and so that will hit as well. I'll throw damage one more time. All right, he's still up, though.
Also, Reed will just say as
Oh,
he's like,
I forgot on Altura's turn. These 3. Sorry, these 3 guys. I gotta throw some javelins. Go ahead.
I'll just mention to Wicked Wally, Stabby Jake, and all the other guys down there who have adjective-like names. You might not want to kill that elf dude if you want to actually drive your ship. But up to you. The whiny
9
elf.
and 3. Let's get damage out. 2 javelins come down on that guy. Let's do 2 javelins on the next guy. Those 1 hits, okay. And then 1 more guy up here to deal with. We'll shoot a javelin at Garrett. 2 of them. Oh man, I got a lot of crits today. So damage and then critical damage. It's less than damage. 5 and 6. That's Altura's turn. Alright, Flapjack's done. Lieutenant Xanth. He's going to...
He's also got reduced movement by 10.
He's not jumping down or anything. He's just,
Okay.
I think he's just gonna shoot. I'm just wondering at who. Balok and Riku are definitely fucking up Altura. He's gonna take a shot at each of you. 1 on each. So he's just gonna let both. 1 on each. 1 on Riku.
Crit.
Oh, it was so close. And then it teetered off of it. And then 1 on Balok. I think they both miss.
They do not hit.
Alrighty. And yeah, he'll stay up there, I think. Yeah. I'll say especially with his reduced movement, he'll stay up there for right now. Balok.
Your elves are poorly trained, whiny one. And that will cost you your life. So normally, you don't get flanking with ranged attacks.
Yeah,
but
no.
if I'm doing it from 5 feet...
No, not with range.
No. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, you don't give or get flanking with ranged weapons.
Alright, works for me. I will shoot this guy. Dirty 20.
And do you have
Crossbow expert, yes.
Crossbow expert, yeah. Beautiful.
And
That
I will add...
will definitely hit. Crimson Red
Add the-
damage. It's not enough. He's still up.
Bonus action, do it again. 17.
That'll hit. Plenty, I believe. Let's apply. Oh, yeah. He's unconscious.
He's dead.
Dead. Did you kill him?
And as the second bolt like sinks into his chest, as you fall from this mortal coil, know that I took your life. And do better next time.
Oh. Well, I guess we won't be using that ship.
Were we
I
meant
don't
to?
think it was ambiguous that you were the one ending his life. If it's any consolation.
Oh well.
It was not for your knowledge. It was for the mark of his soul. I'll move here.
I guess he heard it loud and clear then.
Right. Okay.
Were we supposed to keep that one alive? I apologize. I got swept up in the moment.
No, he was a whiny dick. It's fine.
That's okay. Maybe one of us can ride the ship. I don't know. I've never done it before.
Elena is going to do a... Well, you know what? She's already done a lot of spells. And the battle is starting to look in your favor. And I do need to move the time up, but it is like 2:30. She's going to do just a Sacred Flame.
I've never driven a Spelljammer before. Oh.
Yeah, he saves, unfortunately. That's her turn. She just shouts, "Keep it up, it's going well!" She's no longer dodging. Just got the bless up. Enos.
Well, I'm not coming out from behind this mast, but I will target Jalen there. With magic missile, do I have to target everyone? Like, I have to declare all the targets at the beginning, or can I like see how it's going and switch targets? What's the rule on that?
Does it say they all shoot out at the same time or anything? What's it read? Let me see here. I normally have them all shoot at the same time, but you create 3 glowing darts magic. For each dart hits a creature of your choice that you can see within range. I would say, yeah, you choose all 3 targets right away, so...
Okay, so... Right, well then I'm gonna upcast this.
Because it's guaranteed
To a-
damage, so just choose
To a
the 3.
3rd level.
Alright, then choose the 5.
Yes. And we're gonna put 2 on Jalen and the rest on Xanth.
Go for it. 2 magic missiles to Jalen.
Okay, so first
That's
to Jalen, 5.
We need 1 more of those to put him down.
Come on!
Alright, he's got 2 HP.
God damn it.
3 into
And then
Xanth.
it was 5, wasn't it? Yeah, so 3. I should have done 3 on the first. It's fine.
I mean, couldn't you still do another? Like, you just change it.
Nah, he declared it. So
I did declare it, and we went
Or just
over it.
shoot
So
'em.
it's cool. It's cool. 1. Another 1. And final 1.
9 damage onto Xanth up top. Magic missiles fly out, 2 slamming into the middle of the battlefield, and the other one's flying up the side of the ship and slamming into Xanth as he goes to take another shot.
Well, we can't have that, I say, as I spend my final 2 sorcery points to do that again. But at first level.
You can't.
Oh no, yeah, it would be. Oh, what, twin spell?
No, quicken spell.
Oh,
Well,
it's
2
still a
level
second
spells in
level
one
spell.
turn.
Yeah, still a second level.
Oh,
spell.
really?
Yeah, you can't do a level spell.
Okay, so then firebolt then on.
You could quicken a firebolt, sure.
mhm.
Come on. Ooh, yeah.
1. Oh,
That'll hit. That was on Jalen, yeah. Finishes him
Yes.
easily.
And then I think I'll shoot my shot with a just a free action to speak. I'll move forward to here. I'll
you're
say,
still prone.
oh, I am
Yeah,
still
you are
prone, so yeah,
prone,
yeah.
to get up.
So I can only get to where, like back
One
here.
square back, yeah.
Yeah. And I'll just shout to the plasmoids, now's the time! You've been under their, yeah, oh God, what's the word? I can't find the words in these high stress situations.
Rule.
Subjugation.
Their the yoke of their oppression is soon to be lifted. Now you can be with us or you can be with them, but they're gonna die and you'll be with them if you do that. So just, now's the chance.
I will, they do have 2 guys down. A 3rd guy's up there with them, though. Allow you to action persuade them, but they'll give up when the 3rd guy falls. Until then, they just kind of look at him and cower. Unless you action persuade them otherwise, they're gonna fight with that guy here. Let me move these dead elves off the battlefield. But they seem to listen to some degree. Riku, you're up.
Uh, gonna go by the can I go right here? I'm going to
Oh, to Morris, yeah.
yeah. I'm gonna give him a little touch.
Consensual.
Sure. And I'm gonna use
Can be.
Hmm?
Healing hands. 3d4. Is it 3d4? Or why does that say 3d4? And then it just rolls 5. It's just 5, isn't it?
yeah, I think so. Let me see.
It's based on his proficiency, I think, isn't it?
A number of d4s equal to your proficiency bonus. Yeah, so that should be 3d4. So you can just roll 3d4 for me.
Okay.
Where did it set it right in the chat? Oh, excuse me. It said it right in the chat, but then it didn't do it right. Alright, 8 healing to Morris. As you reach out and heal him a bit, you see the hands glow as magic emanates out.
Thank you, Sean.
Yes. And then I'm going to I'll attack the lieutenant.
You want to step back out and attack the guy up above?
Yes. Oh, is this like in something?
Yeah, so this
Like
this Morris stepped into the glass. The
Oh,
lieutenant's
okay,
20
okay.
feet up. He's on the top deck.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll step out and attack.
I actually have a map I'll move us to when we're looting the ship. That's the actual ship map and stuff.
Did he use his action surge for that?
The healing hands is an action, so you could action surge. Otherwise, yeah, you have a bonus action left, Riku.
Oh yeah, I'll use the action surge.
All right, go for it. You action surge. Do your attack. It's in there. You just gotta click attack and chat.
Oh.
You're good.
Yeah,
Just because the module's down. 17 will hit. bad either. Second attack.
Oh,
Because you get the extra attack. Definitely hits. And not bad, another 19 damage. The pistol blasts out twice. He's still up. That's your turn. Altura. They're dead. The plasmoids go on their turn. They look pretty fucked up, though. Xanth looks pretty bad. You know what? Enos, throw me a free persuasion. At this point, they're gonna probably go for him.
Nice.
Oh yeah. So as the battle concludes, and I hope it concludes here, because these guys are going to attack this guy like 6 times with multi-attack. Oh yeah. I don't even think I have to roll 6 times. Perfect. 1 attack. Puts him down. You just see Glurg up top, just he's holding a javelin ready to throw it. He looks at you, Enos, and then he looks over at Xanth that's all fucked up. And his hand just like twists sideways and he just stabs him. As he does that, combat ends.
That's all you had to do, really. That's really all you had to do.
Didn't that feel empowering? Good show, chap. You've shown your true colors today.
He kind of shrugs and the javelin clatters to the ground.
Shrug all you want. You're a brave blob of goop.
You know,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
Let me pull us to the Star Moth.
for the havoc they have caused, there wasn't really much of a combat. Disappointing, honestly.
They are but one of many, and they are a contingent of the force behind the crystal root problem on all these planets. So perhaps best not to disregard them out of hand.
Certainly not. However, if this is the best show they have, it might be rather boring.
Next time, I think there'll be more than one of them.
I don't think we should ever regard combat as boring. I feel like it dehumanizes it a bit. These people.
They aren't humans, they're elves.
Well, they
I'm
are
also not a human.
humanoids. That's a semantic difference, I feel like.
Also, you guys really like to get yourselves fucked up. Why?
I don't like it. It's a matter of what the situation calls for.
I'm on the front line. If you want to join me up there, you'll get equally as banged up.
I have a really protective shell. I'm fine.
I think I have.
Speaking of which, does anyone have any tape or anything? One of my wings seems to be hanging off.
You're just
So-
skin and membrane.
Elena jumps onto the top deck with you guys here, and she looks in and sees the plasmoids, some of them working away at the computers. She just says, "Excellent work, everybody. This is a huge bounty, although it'd be difficult to sell a whole star moth. But we could just take their helm."
Yeah, we could. That shit's expensive.
And there's
Sorry.
their
Why not take
weaponry.
the whole ship?
I would imagine docking into Braille in a Star Moth and not being part of the Imperial Army would probably get us killed.
Yeah.
Would I know from my time serving on this vessel how to alter it to seem like not an Imperial vessel, or are all Star Moths Imperial vessels? Like there's no outliers.
They're all Imperial vessels. Here, I make it so you can loot this Dark Star loot here. And there is Astral Elf breastplates. They're just breastplates designed and looking like Astral Elf gear, though. Like the full suits of armor. There is exquisitely crafted furniture, 2,500 gold worth throughout the whole ship.
Ooh.
There's the spelljamming helm. The Dark Star spelljamming helm has value of a helm is you know, you got to sell it, right? So it's up to whoever you sell it to. Varies, but they're anywhere from like 10 to 100,000.
Was the Imperial Army? You mentioned that they do have a presence on Braille, but what's the extent? I guess.
Not a presence in the Rock of Braille, but I'm sure that there's going to be elves there. There's everyone there. Have you never been?
And I've never seen anything like this before. This technology is amazing. The view is incredible. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I am a worldly man.
Of one world.
Well, the Imperial Elven Army, the astral elves, as you can see them, are a forceful type. What they've done to your planet, I don't know exactly. I've barely had time to sit and think on it yet. But it's not good. Somebody on the Rock of Bale can probably help us. The elves might visit it, might trade there, but they're not... The Rock of Bale isn't owned by the elves in any way. I don't even think they're on the council. It's mostly pirates.
Okay. Well, then I feel like we should have a very easy time selling this. I mean, even if it's just for someone to dismantle for parts and whatnot.
Travis steps up. He says, Wait a minute. I thought you said we would get this ship.
Do you know who... I mean, I guess I don't even know how to fly a spell thingamajig. How do you do that?
If I recall correctly from books I have read, you use magic.
I did tell you not to kill that very whiny elf, but, well...
If you had said something of the such, I'm afraid it fell on deaf ears.
Yeah, you told
Perhaps
me.
speak louder next time.
No, you said you will just, but that's okay.
Hey, I lost 2 of my men for this. This is our ship. We're taking it.
Okay,
Well,
you
we
can
could
take the
have it.
ship. Yeah, it's all yours.
Yes. Enjoy trying to steer it, or make it move, or do anything. Enjoy that bit.
Yeah.
This one certainly doesn't seem the brightest, it appears.
You see, he just kind of looks. He says, I will enjoy it.
Oh my goodness, this
This
guy.
is totally
you're
fine.
not taking the furniture or nothing. You can take those elves' gear. That's about
Well,
it.
Actually, I am interested in some of the furniture.
Nah, that's my furniture now. Don't you touch my couch.
I'm going to touch his couch. It looks so comfy.
Do you guys fight Travis?
Look, we understand the suffering these elves cause to all of us. But, I mean, you are unable to pilot this if you...
Hey, you can't promise a man mid-battle that I'm gonna get a ship. My men fight to the death. Tooth and nail, keeping you alive. We could have let you die on that deck.
Look, we will pilot it to Braille for you, and then we can find someone.
We ain't taking it back to Braille.
Well, you can't pilot it. Who are you? Who do you know? Magic.
Points at his crew.
Yes.
And you guys know magic?
Yes,
No.
I was summoning the spirits of the dead to fight my enemies. What do you mean?
Nah, none of you. He looks at his crew. He says,
Cool. His crew.
Oh, okay.
How do you know, sir? How do you not know whether your crew is capable of
While
magic?
he pokes his head out, he says, the one time I guess the card trick I did, it was a good magic trick.
That should be good enough.
What is your name, knave? And I'm looking directly at this guy.
He stands up tall and kind of steps up. He says, name's Travis. This is my
Well,
crew,
then.
my gang. And you promised us this ship in that battle.
I promised you the
cards.
ship. I didn't promise you what's on the ship.
And Captain Elena
Here.
just sighs. She says, not again.
Travis, might I have a word? Would you mind if I speak to this one? Turtle Man.
Hmm?
Why won't
It's
we?
a free ship. You can talk.
It ain't a
Alright.
free ship, it's my ship.
Would you look behind you? Do you see the vastness of the astral sea about?
You see a huge whale just fly by, a couple sharks.
There is no air, no food, no means to sustain yourself. You have-
Food. You guys see a shark swim by.
Yeah, sure.
They're in danger. The shark fin soup is very unethical.
You have no way to pilot this. You do not know where you are going. So might I ask, O Captain, should we give you this ship as you have demanded? Are you willing to sit here in agony, to starve and slowly willow away in atrophy?
I'll just whisper to Baylor.
Fine, then,
Why are you doing that?
I'll take the helm then. You said it was worth a lot.
You were not promised the helm. This is just goalpost
You
moving.
said the helm is the ship. I'll take the helm. You can't promise me the ship, I'll take the helm.
Well, we can promise you the ship. You have the ship. The ship is yours. But
No, you can't
we're just
tell me the
letting you
helm.
know that you
The
cannot
helm is
pilot
the
it.
ship, and the helm's the most expensive. I heard y'all talking.
I feel like this is an acceptable, agreement. We can take the furniture and whatnot, and they can take the helm and find someone to go do their pirate things on their own lonesome.
Hey, I ain't no
Respectfully,
pirate. I'm an entrepreneur.
You didn't even say the word right.
Respectfully, Father, you just found out about space earlier this afternoon, and a spell-jamming helm somewhat after that. So, don't give away something incredibly valuable that you don't know the value of, maybe?
While they're arguing, can
Yeah.
I do something?
Well, what are you doing?
I just want to touch the furniture and put it in my ring and then disappear out of my ring and come back out.
You want to put the furniture in your ring? Well, you'd have to go into the rooms. And
Sure,
you start, like,
I'll do
going
that.
through room to room here. Just kind of looking around the ship.
Jesus.
I'll just put all of it into one spot and just like touch everything and collapse it all into my genie vessel.
Mhm.
And then pop out of it.
How much room is in the genie vessel?
It is an extra dimensional space. I will tell you in a second. Let's see.
I think it's like enough for like 10 people, right? It's a pretty big space.
20-foot radius, cylinder, 20 feet high.
Alright, you could jam pack it with most of the furniture. Yeah.
Mhm.
Maybe
then
maybe not
just-
the long table, but everything else.
Okay, just the comfy stuff.
Yeah, all the nice furniture in the bedroom. You just start throwing chairs and bookcases and bureaus and chests. You just start throwing it all in there.
Yep, and then I'll just come back out carrying nothing. I'm just a kid.
Throw me a stealth check for it too.
Oh, that's not good.
Right up top.
That's not good. Stealth. Okay. That's a 2.
Yeah. So everybody sees Reed just walk in the back, and you all hear shuffling of like furniture scraping and moving and doors opening, like quite a bit. Travis just looks over and says, "Hey, where'd that turtle go?"
I'm going to interrupt
Hey,
at
that's
that
my
moment. and say,
furniture.
Look,
Hey,
are we going to have a problem here? Is this all really going to be... We save ourselves from the planet, we save ourselves from the elves, and now bickering kills us all? Or are you going to calm down?
Hang on. Can I do something to help Enos if he wants to go with like an intimidation check?
Mhm.
So as I walk up behind Enos, I look at Travis with my one good eye, and my entire being
use my
like
good eye.
glitches. It glitches out of existence in like this black cascading void, and I'm going to use Curse of the Anxious to give him we have advantage on intimidation checks.
You have advantage. Okay, so do Enos do an advantage intimidation.
Hey.
Well, you hear me making all those sounds, but it's all too heavy for me to move.
A 21. Enos.
You don't know where you are
He's
right
got,
now,
like,
do
his-
you?
his
You're just
hand on
you're
the-
just a little farm boy drifting among the stars, thinking you can just procure a ship like an idiot.
He's got a hand on the hilt of his sword. He says, "All right. Fine. We ain't got no spellcasters. We ain't got no problem here, but, don't think you don't know me, Monkey Man."
Monkey Man. That's
It's
crazy.
not the preferred moniker I appreciate going by. And as I see it, owe
Well, I'm
each
the
other.
one the hell you furry fucker. I don't know what you want me to call you or him. He looks at Lieutenant Morris. I
Are
don't
you
give a
drunk,
damn
Samantha?
neither. Alright, y'all look the same to me. Hairy, ugly beasts.
Also, you wouldn't have been able to get off of the planet and not turned into
Not to
crystal
mention,
being
that
can't
fucking
be-
turtle's been talking this whole time. Ain't nobody gonna bat an eyelash.
Well, I'm actually kind of confused how you're speaking.
Yes, given that you scarcely seem to have two brain cells to rub together, it is quite the feat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of odd. Walking was already pretty impressive. Speaking, wow.
Honestly, you find yourself in this alien environment and you're calling the shots? Don't you have any humility? Don't you have any understanding for your predicament?
He looks back at his gang. You can see that he's
I'm
getting
not in
agitated.
Kansas
Enos.
anymore, wherever that is.
He looks like he's getting embarrassed and agitated.
Perhaps
Might not
this
want to push him.
conversation.
Oh, maybe I do.
Do you want to roll
I'll,
initiative? Because he looks like he's about to go grab at his sword after that last comment.
I'll put my hands kind of just on Enos's head and slightly push him to the side as I step forward.
Like, you've done the bad cop thing.
Yeah.
You know, simmer
Per-
down, walk it off.
Perhaps this conversation is best finished later. We are still fresh from battle, and it would do neither of us good to fill this vessel with more corpses, yes?
Fine.
His rapier's out like a quarter of an inch. He just kind of puts it back in for that. You just hear the clink. He moves his hand off. He says, "They better have some damn ale on this shit." And he starts to just go like rummage through the storage.
I don't think they do, you know.
You'll find out that they do not. Yeah, they do not.
Have we even come to an agreement on who's taking what?
I mean, I don't know why they're complaining. It's not like I actually took anything. I can't
As
carry
you
any of it.
go out and you start to go through the ship, you'll see that much of the rooms have started to be thrown about, and pieces of furniture look like they're just missing from walls. Let me see here. So there's a couple things you guys could do, right? There's no astral elves left, but you guys could question the plasmoids. There's a few plasmoids left.
Yeah, I should have a chat with them. I should gather them, shouldn't I?
I mean, can.
Yeah, I would. How many remain? Three?
Three
Was
or
that-
four of them or something like that. There was a couple in here too. Algrix was inside, you know, and some of the other ones that remain. I know Florg is dead. And Gleb
There's three
died
at the
for sure.
top.
We'll just put these three in here. And we'll just say these
Which
three.
one did the stabbing at the end there?
I don't know. We'll just say these three are alive.
Gorks or something?
I just want to I want to like talk specific. I'm going to be basically treating the guy that turned on them at the end as their new leader, and like address him.
Oh, let's find out then. Let me take a look. It was Glurg. Let's pull Glurg
Glurg.
down. It was Glurg. Let's get him down here.
Do they need to eat?
They are... Yeah.
They more sort of need to rub nutrients over there.
Yeah, I think they absorb and like acidic it down.
Cool.
I believe I remember you. You're Glurg, correct?
Yeah, I'm Glurg. Nice to meet you. Oh, wait, you're Enos.
That's correct. Yes.
What's
Now,
going on,
you did a very
Enos?
not the best.
Hey, sorry
you
we
see-
abandoned you on that planet there. They told us we had to.
Oh, no, it's quite all right. They were up to nefarious bidding. Things aren't going great, I'll be honest. I think all of our planets have been overtaken by these crystalline structures that appear to have been delivered there by, well, the crew that you're on, among many others.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you did the right thing. You turned on them at the end. And for that, you do deserve some credit. I think,
Yeah, I mean, we were definitely going to lose that battle. So, I mean, well, at that point, it was pretty easy to do the math, right?
it's this kind of pragmatism that makes a good leader, Glurg.
What?
You see, these plasmoids here, you're now free of your previous lives and duties, and you'll have to find something to do with yourselves. You can come with us if you like, but they'll need somebody to, guide them. I think it should be you.
I don't know, I'm pretty shy.
You weren't shy when you ran that man through with your spear. You were brave. Formidable, even.
I mean, guess I could start a gang on the Rock of Braille or something.
Anything's better than serving under these types. I'm gonna look at one of the corpses. Treacherous. Lacking in honor. You don't want to follow their orders.
See, as you look down at the dead elves with their armor at this point now removed, as you guys are collecting the valuables, you see an astral elf, elongated elven features, the nobility kind of looking, high elf kind of features in them. They have some strange, like, dotted makeups on their face, tattoos.
Hey, you.
He has his name's Glurg.
Me?
And I know
Glurg?
that how?
Glurg, read Glurg.
Oh, thank
Glurg
Glurg,
reads just
hi.
fine, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, well, Glurg, here, I'm gonna... Do you have a pocket or something?
You can just shove it
A pouch?
into any part of me.
Well, that sounds... I'm just...
What you got?
I don't think I'm old enough to do that.
Thoughts about the particular nature of this criminal enterprise you might want to do on the Rock of Braille? with talk like that, there's some professions.
How much...
Correctly.
I was thinking we could
Considering
maybe
your
get rid of
station-
evidence by just burning it up in our acidic bodies.
Yes, that's exactly what I was referring to, yes.
Yes, well, here, I'm gonna give them some money because I don't think they have money.
Oh, don't put that in there, it'll melt. He puts it into
Exactly,
his
that's why I said,
backpack.
do you have a pouch? Okay, that's good. I'm gonna give them 250 gold.
Whoa. Alright. I mean, this will definitely get us started on a game. You guys
The
got
gold
any
still
name
works out
suggestions?
Let me think. You're bashful, right? You're a bit shy. What about the rest of you?
Blurg and the 7 plasmoids?
Hold on, let me think this through. I'm just gonna think to myself and go over some of my my cards.
Blobs are us.
No.
Globs are us, not the worst. Not the worst. So they actually will tell you,
Peaky blobbers?
well, the Dark Star had a lot of cargo in the hold. It was packed with hundreds of astral seeds, which we jettisoned those one by one. There's only a few left.
There are some
these-
remaining?
Oh, sure.
I'm gonna immediately start walking down there. I had no inclination that they would have not finished their job.
Are these
Tor wasn't
astral
the last
seeds?
stop.
Are these astral seeds what they use to cause those vines?
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
what they were at first, but these pods seem to grow into those vines.
Then I will join Enos down there.
Same.
You see, like these
As we're
there's
walking-
egg-shaped
as we're
crystalline
walking,
things down there.
I'll explain as we're walking. I was on the crew of this ship. They abandoned me on Toril. I happened to hear a conversation I perhaps wasn't supposed to. As I understand it, whatever they're doing is growing something from which they wish to harvest a kind of fruit. Who knows what that means? But perhaps if we can look at one of the seeds, it will illuminate things more.
This is where we shot him out. And these are all the seeds we got left. He's got like 8 seeds left in these coffin-like shaped crates, and they're egg-shaped crystal seeds. They're big. Like human size.
Can I make an Arcana check?
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna join in on him on that.
Yeah, I'd like to check out.
Of course I would get a natural one. You know what? I haven't used my inspiration yet. I'm going to.
It's gonna be a 5.
It's a 4, actually.
I mean, that's not.
Unfortunately,
11.
The only thing that you can tell is that these certainly seem to be some type of magical device, just looking at them immediately. 17, Reed, they do seem to emanate some type of magic, though you don't know exactly what's empowering it. They are magically innate crystals. Nothing
They
you've ever
look
seen before.
like they don't look like the crystal that's in my Yggdrasil.
They don't look like the Yggdrasil crystals. No, they look like they look like the large seeds that crashed into your planet, but they don't look like anything connected to Yggdrasil.
Okay. If there's a pouch that keeps them safe, I'll grab 1 seed, no more than 1.
And Glurk says, that's all we got left. You're welcome to them. Whatever wasn't used was supposed to be brought back to Xaryxis space, where we came from. Or where the elves came from.
Oh, thanks. Also, I came up with a name for you.
Well, I haven't. Oh, you mean for the group?
Yeah, Plasmagoria.
What's it mean?
Well, it means that it's a group of plasmoids, and it's based off of a phantasmagoria. So,
What's that? Is that a spell?
I will show him in one of my nerd books images of basically kind of like the space itself, like from a long distance shot of a galaxy with multiple colors, and it looks kind of like plasma in a sense. And it has shades and speckles of purple and blue and light greens and like that.
Wow. I mean, it's an interesting
You don't
name.
have to.
I'll consider
Just-
it. I'll talk to the rest of the plasmoids. I mean, we'll do like a group consensus, maybe democratic. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, the astral elves, they went back to wild space system called Xaryxis space. The Dark Star was the last one left. They only stopped because they saw your ship departing. Didn't really expect to see a Spelljammer leaving Toril.
So they're going to a Dark Star place?
No, this is the Dark Star. He pats the deck.
They're going to the Xaryxis space. It's where the
Xaryxis
astral
space.
elves hail from.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They got a whole Imperial army up there.
Well, I am not a one-man army or one turtle army.
Do you know anything about their ideology? Why they're doing this? I guess their religion, maybe.
Don't know too much. Know they got this big citadel with a big glowy light above it. They don't tell us nothing, right, Enos? Never told me nothing, at least.
Would I have been educated any more than he has on
You spied in and listened a little bit, so I mean,
Yeah,
you at
Just
least
in my preparations to be like,
you heard
put on this.
something about them draining the power of the planet for their planet, and that's like
Yeah,
you don't know what it means. You don't know what they're doing, but you know that they're taking power from planet to planet for theirs.
Well, do you know what this fruit is, or what it looks like, or how big it is?
No, no idea whatsoever. I just heard them say that. For all I know, it could be bollocks they've been told. Who knows the full nature of this operation? All I know is
Also,
it seemed to be that they were trying to drain. Maybe their planet is dying or something. Although it doesn't sound like that would be the case. If they're draining the life out of multiple planets, they're probably preparing for something. I doubt that it's very good.
at the same time, I'm gonna hold onto my book, and it basically take it out from the back of my shell. Hold on to my book. It's in pristine condition, and it is dripping, sopping wet, but not actually wet. It's just constantly seeping seawater. And even though I know it's not going to do anything, I'm going to just do it because I feel like you're dying still. They're just bleeding all the time. I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on him.
I am gritting my teeth through injury, that's for sure.
I'm just going to close your wounds, but stop the bleeding, but they're still open.
Passing over me.
You know? Maybe you should think about some protection, because just think about it.
I see your point. Look, I've never really been in a sort of, what do you call it, a combat situation before. So these two near-death experiences have really opened my eyes.
Well, my parents have only ever been teaching me how to, survive in combat with all of their stories. So,
A fool is the
Yes,
mage that
there's
does not
one
learn
thing-
how to take an attack. That was the first thing I learned.
You guys grab that loot and start to head back to the Moon Dancer here, which, let me just make sure you guys have full vision on this map. You do.
Yep.
yeah, I was told never get hit. So,
Did we determine like if we're taking the Spelljamming Helm or if we're taking the
You take all the loot, yeah.
We'll take the helm. We're leaving
Okay.
them.
So they're-
Captain Sotel says, it's fine to take the loot, just not the ship, as that would be quite problematic. And I'll put the loot back on this ship here so you guys can see it. Let me get all your tokens onto the map for those of you that aren't here. And you guys can actually loot from that for whatever you do want to take.
Is there-
on there,
is there-
the Baylock on here.
Is there truly no way we can utilize the ship? A decoy, a ruse of some kind, perhaps? It seems a shame to just leave it to deep space.
Drop this crew on here and delete the elves. And Florgan died.
okay.
Jess died. Some of these guys, they'll all board your ship and just... Sorry, what did you ask? Sorry.
Well, what if we, I don't know, maybe towed it somehow behind our ship, and we maybe we try and get a reward from the contingent of astral elves that are there for finding it and bringing it back to them, because maybe we say it was like pirates or something.
Well,
And then,
the problem really is that if we tow in a dark star, or not a dark star, we tow in any Imperial Elven vessel, they're gonna be all over us as soon as we land. I mean, the elves are probably gonna try to assassinate us in town. They'd probably try to confiscate it. I mean, there's a lot of problems trying to take that in there.
Captain, can you think of ways to perhaps hide a ship, asteroids or things like this? We could stash it somewhere in case we need it.
you can throw it in the sun, and maybe
You know what?
they
There's
will.
an asteroid system right near the Rock of Braille we could actually swing by.
Yes, we tow it there, we hide it in a crevice. No one's going to find it there. I mean, I presume this asteroid is of no other real interest.
Forgive me for raining on this idea, but Are we not overfilled and underprepared in supplies? Would this detour lead to starvation?
No, no,
A
it's
lack
not
of
much of a
resources?
detour at all. It's along the way. We could just stop in this asteroid field. Nobody goes in it 'cause it could be dangerous to navigate. But Flapjack's got this, and we could
Besides,
park it right there. It's not a bad idea. We could try to save it.
we kind of don't have as many mouths to feed, so it's fine.
You guys do have like 60 commoners in here as well. On top of
Yeah,
it.
we just take all the food that they had on the Dark Star.
There's also a bunch of mules, and Travis's gain has like all this loot down here.
We'll
And
make port soon enough. You know, the food is not an issue. But to have a moth that we can call upon, if the time called for it, that's a boon for sure.
throw the Dark Star loot down in the cargo hold. There's also showers down in the cargo hold if you guys need to bathe.
Oh, showers.
Um,
Oh, but you just end up washing off all the good gnats.
Elena says, you know what, I think it's a lovely idea. Let's park their Dark Star right in that asteroid field, and we'll just make our way safely to Braille.
Mm-hmm.
Aye, Captain.
Does this Imperial, do they not have a way to locate their ships?
Well, I imagine they probably talk to their helm commander, but I mean, without the helm in it, without anybody commanding it, no way.
Basically a large piece of... What do they make them from?
Well, I think
Actually,
that
not sure.
the older ships used to actually be from... If you get an original Star Moth, you're talking about a lot of money, because those were made from a material back before the elves forgot how to make them. See, they're an organic material. The newer ones are made of wood, and that one's made of
They
wood.
used to grow their vessels.
Well, nobody really knows for sure whether it was grown or magic, but it was all just one chunk of something. The older ones are a beauty to behold. But
Maybe
Are
that's
there
what
any-
they're doing with these crystal thingies.
To think Toril has been reduced to such a state by such amateurs.
Oh,
I don't know if they're amateurs.
What makes you think they're amateurs just because we took over one ship?
They don't know how to keep track of their own resources. It's absurd.
Well, I mean,
Maybe they do. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't
it's,
think they
yes,
do that.
Then we should stay on guard for such an eventuality.
As the ship is careening near the Rock of Braille, you see in the distance, the ship slowly, the ship slows. It says unexpectedly, but you guys expect it because you've planned this a bit. Around you, on all sides, colossal chunks of rock float in the void. Some of them are overgrown with vegetation, while others are bare stone. Creatures resembling jellyfish and rays glide through the space between them. Captain Sartell looks a bit uneasy. Plenty of places to hide here. Could be
as we
pirates
are
too, though. Stay on guard. Go ahead.
as we are drifting, I'd like to spend a lot of time on the ship, casting prestidigitation to get rid of as much of the blood and destruction that we caused on the ship,
Sure.
and throwing all the bodies overboard.
This isn't that long, but you do spend a little bit of time taking care of that. That's not a problem.
Just in case it does get found out.
As you're making your way around, though, as you make your way over to this asteroid field, as she says that, plenty of places to hide. As if on cue, a vessel lurking behind a nearby asteroid comes into view. Its enormous spiral shell merges with an open bow, beneath which long tentacles wave as if caught in an invisible curtain. Sartell sucks her breath in through her teeth and she whispers the next words. Mind flares.
Illithid.
That is not the outcome I was hoping for.
We'll leave off on this scene.
Ah.
Oh, is it like damage? Is it abandoned?
It does look that way. You know what? It might be a
Oh,
wreck.
thank God.
Who knows, though? We gotta approach safely.
Oh, well, what better place to hide a wreck than beside another wreck?
It would take a fool to approach an illithid structure.
It seems
Indeed.
it seems lacking in life.
The party sees this in the distance, and that is where we leave off today. On a
Neat.
Mind Flayer ship.
Oh boy.
Awesome session, everybody. Got all the way through the chapter 2. Pretty good stuff. So far, each chapter has been one episode, which is good. So, we'll see how that goes. Part 1 is made up of 3 chapters, by the way. So each part has a whole bunch of chapters. It's not... Yeah. But it's good. That was the Attack of the Star Moth chapter. Hope you all enjoyed it. Stream, I hope you enjoyed watching. We will be back next Saturday with Treacherous Salvage. Part 3.
Oh, neat. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.